Next season's the American freaking hero and stuff.
Ooh. American hero.
Can you just ask us to talk into it?
That feels like a very plot
American
armory.
Dragon.
Wait, have you read it?
American Dragon.
I feel like that's kind of plot armory. How like
That's a
feature, but like.
Yo, I seen this thing about family wizards. Marisa, have you seen it? About how like black people like we're older now, and we're breaking down the logic of family wizards and how it doesn't make sense.
No, I haven't seen it. But it never really made sense, if we're being real.
Did you watch Wizards?
Oh yeah, Wizards. Everything is not what it seems.
Max got like screwed over in that whole exchange.
The fact
he did not get screwed over.
Stupid, though.
He was not going to become a wizard, and he very much so needed to stay in the center.
Like a bumbling idiot. He's like, I get to work at the sandwich shop.
Do you remember what he did the whole time we watched him? He was a fool the whole time. Can you imagine if he had magic? He'd be like the Uncle Kelso.
True.
They should have did like a plot twist.
True.
No. They did do a plot twist.
They did do a plot twist.
Alice was the family wizard.
No, I meant like making Max the family wizard.
No.
Did you see that? Like
that would have displeased me.
Yeah. It would have upset me and the homegirls. No.
The dad and the best friend made a podcast together.
No.
The best friend? Like in the show?
Like Selena Gomez's best friend in the show.
Oh, Harper?
Yeah.
You know she's a nurse? She's a nurse.
Yeah. Yeah, they have
yeah.
And then the dad had his nudes leaked, so it's very weird now.
Oh, I saw that shit, bro.
Anybody trying to see that wee?
The dad?
It's not even like the game when the game's nudes leak. Anybody trying to see that shit?
That's crazy.
Men nudes don't get like that, bro.
When the game shit got leaked, that shit was catching all the love.
Your nudes. The dad from Wizard. Who wasted their dad?
I think he did himself like, ooh, oh no, who leaked my nudes?
He did himself? Oh no, I hope nobody opens their OnlyFans.
That's like what's it called?
I hope this doesn't blow up and make me relevant
Dylan
again.
Sprouse.
We have no topics.
Dylan Sprouse was leaked and
Dylan Sprouse?
His wee was leaked and people were saying that was not looking like what it wasn't given. It wasn't supposed to be gave.
I didn't see
That's
it.
the worst shit.
I didn't see that.
Everyone's like, that was some weak nudes.
I was like, that's like,
you don't even get the Justin Bieber.
What's his name? Lil Fizz or whatever his name is.
Lil Fizz? Like from B2K?
Yeah, someone exposed that he has an OnlyFans and he was like tooted up, ass out.
That closer to you, yeah.
Is he gay now?
I don't know.
They'll never say it.
He's still. I mean, do you guys remember that whole like B2K thing with like Marquise Houston freaking like raping Rasby or something?
What? Listen, you know he's a pedophile, eh?
Marquise Houston or Rasby? Which one?
Marquise. He's a pedophile.
Okay.
He's married to his goddaughter's best friend.
How old is she?
Young as fuck. She was under 18 when they met. He was a grown man, and they got married as soon as she turned 18.
That's crazy.
That's like something like.
That's R. Kelly ass shit.
No, R. Kelly was like as soon as she turned 15.
Yeah.
Did you see that free R. Kelly was freaking trending on Twitter?
No.
Did you see the song that came out, or it got leaked?
It was an album.
It was an album?
It was an album.
I'll admit it.
Oh my god.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I got the guns and the young ones and the old ones. Like, yo, what you think?
Should I go to jail over your opinion?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Crazy.
That was crazy.
But yeah, no, there's a free R. Kelly hashtag. They were like, there's people out here who are known pedophiles and they're not in jail. Why is R. Kelly in jail? It's like, just because
he's still a pedophile.
He's still not shooting.
No, I want to lock the rest of them up.
Bro, it's just because they're like laying low.
I'm not gonna lie.
We don't know every single one, but we can't have this one in the public media just walking around.
I need black people to stop trying to fight for all black people to be free. Some of us, we gotta let some of us go.
Some of y'all need to be locked.
Some of us need to go.
You still in college? Did you just say fuck it and you're doing this full time, bro? And if you are saying fuck it and you're doing this full time, keep at it, bro. Just keep fucking at it because you found yourself.
Welcome back to the biggest podcast of 2023, baby.
Hey, don't know.
Hey, don't check that out.
Oh my god.
Keyboard again.
Every week.
One day.
Remind me. I'll do tonight.
Listen, there'll be a lot of things that start.
Like footage. Not keys, but
He didn't.
He's gonna block her out.
It's a giant rectangle covering
Yeah.
her face.
Well, that was actually kind of funny.
You know, I made her voice too, so it sounds very. We've heard it
That's
before.
hilarious. Everybody.
Yeah, everyone hit your introduction. Start with Mo.
Alright, bro. It's your boy, Maural Code, a.k.a. More J. Blage, a.k.a. I forgot.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, bro. We a bit rusty. Alright, it's your boy, Maural Code, aka Maury J. Blige, aka Mo C, aka Mobaku. I only mess with bald-headed demons, aka Mo Di Raja. What?
Whose man's is this?
Right?
Not my brother.
I'm dead. Mo Di Raja. The One Piece is real, aka what's our R&B song?
Oh,
I'm in it one time and another
that's
one.
not R&B. Stop it.
Fine. What's another one?
I just need 1 2 Step, Sierra.
I don't know the lyrics to that song.
1 2 step.
1 2 step. Rock with it. Stop with it.
Everybody get on the floor.
Pick your body up. We about to get it on.
Let me see you 1 2 step. I love it when you 1 2 step. Everybody 1 2 step. We about to beat it. It's automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, cookie fresh.
My body's so melodic.
We're not remix.
Did we turn this podcast to karaoke?
The album coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down to
Wait on it.
I love R&B.
Wait on it. Yeah, so I'm an artist from Toronto. I'm an audio engineer, so check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all that shit. If you're an artist from Toronto, you want to record music with me, hit me up and we'll make some tracks together. Yeah.
And it's me, SK, aka Glizzy McGuire, aka Mr. BBL Beard, aka Chocolate Addict, aka
You can.
Glizzy McGuire?
Yeah.
Glizzy McGuire.
Yeah.
Glizzy McGuire,
Okay, keep going. I just want to make sure I heard that. Sorry.
aka your favorite brown guy, aka Lion King's a bomb tier Disney movie, changed my mind,
God.
aka Sunny D's the Supreme
No.
Orange Juice.
God, that's crazy.
You can find me on Instagram at SHAMEDKHAN, and you can get my book from Hello to Heartbreak through the interview on Amazon Kindle.
Yes, sir.
You already know it's your boy Floyd, aka Fleazy the Don, aka the young Steve Harvey.
Woo! And you don't know who it is because you're not supposed to know who it is, but it's key.
But they know who it is.
Right?
If they can find Floyd,
If
they can find you.
Remove those photos. I already put it
I
out
would
there.
never remove the photos of my
He's
wife.
like, yo, can you stop putting pictures of me on your Instagram, please?
Oh my God.
I want other
It's so-
people to
Brother,
take
you're
it off.
scaring away the hose.
It's so annoying.
My brother in Christ. You scared away the hoes.
Most girls want to be posted. He's like, nah.
He's like, no, please
She
stop.
was in the beginning. Well, not even in the beginning.
No, you're telling lies.
I waited
That's a
until we
bold-
engaged to
That was
post
a
the photo of the
bold
kid.
lie. Wow, you out here lying on a podcast.
On Beyonce's internet? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I was not looking to be posted on the gram.
No, you're very
I'm
like
very incognito in real life. I barely even post on my own Instagram.
I feel that.
your Snapchat go crazy though.
A lie? Y'all
I used to be
gonna
on
see
Snapchat
me.
heavy, eh?
Y'all gonna see me on that Snap. I don't even post on my story. That's a lie. My Snapchat storage itself goes
Memories,
heavy.
yeah?
Yeah. All right. All
I
my
hate
memories
those. I hate
locked up.
those.
I only post.
I hate when it buzzes me. Be like, you remember this from 5 years ago? I'm like,
Remember when you're 50 pounds lighter? You fat bitch.
Yo, literally.
oh my gosh.
But mine was like, remember when you were working out? I'm like,
Hey, remember when you were actually happy? Remember that?
Look at your friends. Where are they now?
Loser.
Oh yeah, my sister's here.
oh my God.
Let her do an intro.
I don't have an AKA, but it's
You don't need an AKA.
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, you're the first. You're the first reoccurring guest.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that for me.
Oh.
Yes, let's go.
I love that.
Yeah. I thought Tyreek, but we just did 2 episodes.
No,
of Tyreek.
back to back.
Oh, so it's fine. It doesn't matter.
You're still the reoccurring technically because you had like 2 days.
2 different days. How
Yeah.
take that, Tyreek. So Marisa, back part 2. It's not really part 2. Separate day after New Year. I think I was the last guest of the last year, and I'm the first guest of this year.
Yeah. I both done know.
Love that for me.
Chris is like, I'm the last and the first.
Yes, I'm the Omega.
Yeah.
That blasphemy? I don't know. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so we don't have any set topics today, but
Well,
We're gonna wing it. We're gonna
No,
try.
we were talking. Hold on, we stopped to talk about. We said, "Who's afraid of death?" Because that was the crazy question that we were all waiting to answer.
Because, what do you think about it? I'm afraid of death because I want to live forever, right? So it's like, what do you think about it? You're like laying down at night and you're just sitting there and you're like, wow, another day is about to pass. And you're just sitting there, you're thinking, you're like, yo, eventually my time's going to come to an end. Like, you could, like, count the years almost. You could be like, oh, I have, like, 52 summers left to,
You don't
like,
know when
live.
you're gonna die, though.
Exactly, you could be before that.
Yeah, but that's what makes life so good,
That's
though.
what you
Because
can't
if you
count
live
if you don't
forever, sorry, yeah.
No, but I'm like, you can't counter if you don't know. You can't count how many summers you
No,
have.
but like, you can like get, it can
You're
be
gonna
like
get
more
to
or
it.
less of what I'm saying. But the thing is, it's a definitive number. Like you know that your time there is very limited, and when you're like sitting there thinking about it, you're like, wow, one day I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, but doesn't it make it worth living knowing that you have such limited amount of things? It's almost like, yo, if you knew you were gonna live forever, days don't matter, bro.
Exactly. But I could do everything I ever wanted.
Yeah,
Find
but
things to do.
then you would low key procrastinate because if you knew you were gonna live for like 200 years, you wouldn't do shit.
I have time to procrastinate because I live
And you
forever.
might actually. Here's a counter. You might even accomplish every possible thing that you could possibly even fathom.
Yeah.
And get bored.
I'll just accomplish something else.
Yeah, you
What
might
do you
do
want?
more shit though.
I mean, I live forever. There's always new things to do. There's
That's
always
true.
new things coming out.
So watch, you'll be like, well, I fought in 2 world wars. I guess I'll invest in Apple.
Invest in Apple, exactly. Fight a
Won't
bear.
you get bored though?
I would get so because then money
I
doesn't
find
matter.
more shit to do.
Money doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Nothing matters at that point.
Can you imagine you're picking up a new thing? You're like, I guess I'm doing advanced CrossFit today.
CrossFit, yo.
Which means like I already got all the gains I could possibly get.
Learning my 700 language. Like,
Listen,
Which means like I'm saving up for like a height extension program they started doing.
Exactly. There you go. I can be revered as a god too.
Can you imagine you're just there like
don't
just
want
like this godly being, massive. You're looking like fucking Jack Hanma from Baki.
No.
You're like, it's like Super D's.
I am a god.
Yo, life will get boring eventually. Eh?
I
You
feel like
would
you
you
lose
would not
meaning.
want to live forever.
It loses
Okay,
me.
I think for you're just afraid of the afterlife because you're not sure what's gonna happen next. Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe. Okay, fine.
For me, I'm very like whatever, bro.
I'll live for 1,000 years.
1,000 years, that's still
That's
deep.
still
though.
there.
That's still
That's
deep, but
deep.
I guess it's not eternity.
Like biblical days.
Yo,
It's not eternity.
1,000 years. I don't know. I do not fear death.
I'll
in
be
the
like Fushi. I'll
conventional
keep you guys
sense.
in the back of my mind.
Oh, you're gonna forget us, bro.
Yeah,
you're
in a
gonna
thousand
forget your
years.
mom's name one
That's
day.
what I said.
eh?
Remember when I
I
said
had
that?
tattooed on me.
That's when I said it.
Should
Remember?
we say-
Oh, yes.
should we say-
You'll forget what your peer like that was. I think that's the only thing that really
Should we-
bothers me. Is like I'm more than dying. Is like, can you imagine I'm living and I forget what my mama looked like?
Oh,
Yeah, like,
That's what you got
That's
pictures for.
no, but true say they're gonna have technology that like our technology is gonna be obsolete by the time you're like 1,000. Like
Oh,
taking
watch.
VHSs. How many of us even have VHSs anymore?
I
Like you might have.
I don't.
Alright, well you might have like a whole movie and you're
You
like,
don't
damn,
have
I can't
VCR
watch
to
this
play it
because
on.
I don't have a VCR to watch it on, bro. That's gonna be so whack.
Or
That's the
TV
thing.
to plug it into. You're gonna have to have all these old technology just to run a movie that you have to rewind by
Like,
hand.
look, the picture frame that's there is gonna be obsolete. They don't even have regular plugs. I will cry. No, man.
You're moving with the times. It's not like you're just jumping to like 500 years. You're moving with the times.
I promise.
But you
Like,
still
as
have
they
your
change-
VCR though.
Sorry.
You still have your VHS.
Yeah, but you
tapes,
don't
though.
use it, right? Because something else better comes out.
Yeah, but
But
okay,
I'm
so how are
saying,
you
like,
gonna
Could you imagine
reframe
having
them?
to transfer everything over like every
That's
10
the thing.
years?
Yeah, like,
Yes.
But
like,
like, see, the thing about
advances?
the thing about it is like as technology grows, the transferring data also becomes easier too.
Everything's improved and we have
Remember
lost so many
floppy
photos
disks?
of like my grandfather. I miss that, man. I have like maybe
But
2
where did you take
photos.
those? Where did you take those photos?
On
again?
a phone.
How did you lose the photos?
Sir, my phones got lost. Things happened over time.
Okay, that's not technology.
No,
just
but
like
that's
you.
what I'm saying. But I'm like, it's not perfect.
That's you, fam.
No, but like I'm saying, like it's not perfect. Like I'm not guaranteed to have something. Like let's say we have like physical photos of him. There's lots of those, but eventually that will become obsolete.
I guess the backup should meet as well.
Thanks,
But
man.
now
No,
it's
don't do it.
technology. We have the
Don't do
cloud,
it.
so
Exactly.
you really take a photo now and never really leave.
Yeah, but clouds crash, like things
Yeah,
happen. It's not gonna be
think-
1,000 years of a perfect life. It's still gonna be life
No,
happening.
it's gonna be somewhere down the line. You're gonna have
A
to
house
find
fire,
somewhere,
freaking-
USB drive. USB
You also have to go
port
look-
with
But
100
then
do it
it's
to
GG
find-
in like 1,000 years though, so it's gonna be ended anyway. So it's like, I'm
Plus,
not worry about like
Like,
things get bored.
aren't you like, what if you find the love of your life and she died? You're just gonna replace it?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
all
yeah.
your family and
You say
Alright.
what?
But
You
who-
find, let me
who-
ask you something. You find the love of your life tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys are married for 15 years or in 10 years, and then she dies. You're not gonna try and marry again?
We talked about
I
this
don't know,
before.
Exactly.
We talked about this. This is a hard.
but
I'm not
how
really
many
down for
lovers
this.
can you get through before you be like, well, there's another one I buried.
Oh
Like
my
6?
god. 6? Oh my
She's there in
gosh.
2062, just being like,
Yo, you're gonna be like the old man from Up, bro.
And that movie slaps.
should be just there like,
And he
man,
found solace at the end, please.
should be just
Okay.
there 2062.
Except
He's
if,
just there
what
like-
happens when the little boy dies, huh?
Replace him.
There's always another Boy
Should be
Scout.
sitting there lonely. He's like, damn, I'll never forget Marcus. I told him I'll never forget him.
I've known him since grade 3. Yeah, he made great music.
He's like, yo, bro.
You mean
You're
Marisa?
so passionate in construction, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He sure did love his dog.
Yo, that nigga Marcus, yo, him and I used to work in theaters together. Yo, we were super tight. Like, huh?
Yeah. You're like, huh, what was his last name again?
You're like, it was Marcus.
Marcus
Henderson.
I'm pretty sure.
Marcus Harry? yeah, that guy.
Marcus
What a joke.
Houston?
Oh,
Oh my god. No.
Can you imagine meeting your friend's reincarnations?
That'd be crazy.
Oh, see,
You see a little
I
Filipino
do.
boy is like,
Tito!
Why Filipino?
That's crazy.
Theo!
We do have a theory that every Cineplex has a clone of like us.
Yeah.
So, like I went to a Cineplex in friggin'
I've never
Tip,
heard before.
and I saw a clone of you.
Weird.
You see a clone of me?
Yeah, bro, he looked exactly like you.
But
Walk like you.
Tip isn't a Cineplex.
No.
Bell.
Well, I went to TIFF, but we went to Scotiabank theaters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there was a dude who looked exactly like you, bro.
Exactly. And then there's the female Marisa.
I heard. I kind of have to
yo,
see
what
it.
does that even mean?
Basically, what she
Feel
explained it to me,
Maurice.
she was basically
No.
like how it's a girl. She doesn't necessarily look like you,
Yeah.
but like she has the same humor and talks like you.
Huh.
But like, remember when we saw the Brampton Dorette?
Yeah.
It looked like her. It kind of sounded
And then
like
we saw like the alternate version of Ashley, bro.
Yeah.
It exists, bro.
There's a Cineplex multiverse. I can't wait for you to see
What?
Smart.
That'd be
That's
crazy.
strange.
Alright,
That's strange.
Stranger
There's
Things.
also an Amazon multiverse, I'm sure.
No.
Marissa, is there a Floyd and Key at
No, there's
There's
all
one
brown
Everyone,
people.
everyone there was lame.
Yeah, like there's not a Marissa.
Like,
There's not a Marissa at ours. So.
Yeah, like we're unique individuals.
We literally work at there's 3 different locations, and mind you, there's the guys I work with kind of remind me of my brothers, but like that's as far as it gets, and it's not even identical like that.
No,
The
you just
energy's
have
not
like
there.
personality traits. Well, not even personalities. It's like
There's accents
you
similar.
just see one and you're like, you're kind of like that one.
No, what?
Would you
Reincarnation is cool. I believe there has
That'd
to
be
be
really
some sort
dope.
of. I believe there's some sort of like form of it, because if like scientifically speaking, energy cannot be made or destroyed. So therefore, if energy fuels all of us, where does it go when we?
I like to
pass?
believe that, eh?
Out in space.
It don't go to out in space.
No.
Leave me alone.
It goes out in
I
space.
had a wild theory just because I'm like, I did say that I'm like, I feel like souls are basically just energy.
There.
And energy can just go somewhere wherever it's as fucked up as it sounds, wherever that exact energy could fit, that's where it would just go.
That's like Annabelle.
Yeah.
I hate
When the
it
girl
here.
died and it went to the freaking.
All I'm
That's
saying
a
is,
doll? I'm dead.
Kind of like that. And that's why you don't, like, as fucked up as it sounds, that's why you have like miscarriages. Cause I feel like it would be either.
It's like, I didn't fit the vibe of this woman. Let me just.
I
let me
feel
just
like either it's too much
Just
or
I
not
don't vibe
enough.
with this family.
nah.
And that's why it kind of messes up
crazy.
sometimes.
Honestly,
Wild.
no. Listen
But
here.
it kind of makes
For
a
my
little bit
s-
of sense. That's why it happens so quickly.
Hey, I wouldn't
not-
say that to a woman who's had 5 miscarriages, though. So
Okay.
you know,
No.
me personally, I would
No,
take that level of disrespect.
all I'm gonna say is for my soul, bitch, please select a wealthier family next time. Please choose a little more affluence. No offense to my family, but
Can you imagine if birth really did work like that? Because I've
like
always
if I
heard-
could just choose up.
Yeah, like, because I've heard moms say, oh, to the children, oh, thank you for choosing me. I'm like, the kids chose you, bro?
Yo,
Nigga,
so,
I did
have
not
you guys
choose.
seen have you guys seen the movie Mr. Nobody?
No.
No.
So basically, in that movie, Jared Leto is like a kid.
Oh, Jared Leto.
So basically, it starts off with him. It starts off with him as
Deeply
an
on Jared
adult,
Leto.
and he's the last naturally dying adult. Everyone there is living forever now, in like the civilization they're living, right? So they're trying to interview him as the last living person who's about to die, and he's trying to tell them about their past because they're asking about his past. But when he's telling them about the past, he's telling the reporter about all the different lives he lived. Right? And they're basically saying, I guess it's kind of like a religious movie, kind of. And they're like, this is all confusing because which life do you live? And he's like, I lived all of them. Because when he was like what they're saying is basically when you're about to be born, an angel like puts, you know how you have like the bow here or the ribbon, whatever it's called here, they like put their finger on your lips, and that makes you forget all the lives you're going to have, and it makes you choose the life that you want to have, or something along those lines, right?
Lips does not have a bow.
The
person lip?
That is no, and that's also super wrong because there's cleft lips. There's like
so the angel.
There's so many.
The angel did this in slow.
So basically, the angel skipped him.
It's a happy.
Oh, that's terrible.
Y'all are so stupid,
that's
yo.
terrible.
So funny.
Oh, shit, terrible.
Y'all so stupid.
Oh, that's evil.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Well, basically, the angel skipped him, and he was able to remember all of his lives. So it's like the life he lived might not have been it. So it was like.
So he had no divvy and no Cupid's
Apparently, I don't know. I haven't watched it since then. I didn't really take it until the end of the movie.
They
So,
filled in his.
so maybe they can choose. Yeah. Maybe babies can choose who they want because in that movie he kind of chose.
Jared Leto never goes old. Did you actually? He's 50, you know.
He's aging.
He's 50. He ages. He looks the exact
You
same.
used a word about the wrong person. What is Beyonce's stepsister's name?
Oh,
Solange?
Not Solange. That's her actual sister.
Bianca something. Bianca
That
Lawrence,
bitch is a vampire.
She looked the exact same since
She's
94.
a vampire. She's grown.
She looked the exact
in the
same.
bitch. She's been playing a teenager for her whole life.
She does.
She grown.
Yeah, Bianca. She's
Bianca
pretty,
Lawson.
Bianca Lawson, I think.
Yeah. No, she a vampire. So sorry, sis.
Best Asian celebrities.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves looks amazing.
Bianca Lawson.
Jo Marie Jones. Tony from.
I'm still
She looks good.
She looks. She just turned like what, 40 something or 50 something?
Yeah.
Like yesterday, she looks the same.
I feel
Morgan
like
Freeman. And he's been going around since like
he
what?
He could look
he was like 30 in the 80s.
he's not.
This man's been old since pictures were black and white. So I don't know.
You know he was on Soul Train?
He was?
He was old on Soul Train.
He was a grown man on Soul Train. That's how I'm like, yo, he looks old, but he's been old for 100 years.
This nigga was old when Jesus
I'm
was
trying to think
walking,
who else
like.
is aged well.
Gabrielle Union.
Oh, she looks amazing.
amazing.
She looks the exact same in Bring It On than she does now.
Yeah, it's very problematic.
Yeah. I was gonna
problematic.
Yeah, man. Like, what the hell? Put us on. What the fuck?
Because I'm got the
Y'all
black
said it was
jean.
Beyonce's stepsister? Who is this? What is her name?
Bianca Lawson.
Yeah, she's an
He
actress.
said her name like 3 times.
I don't remember.
He did not listen that one.
This guy's bad with actors, eh? This guy didn't know Kyla Pratt till we told him about it the other day.
Yeah. It's okay, for shame.
Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca Lawson has stayed the same. Who else is aging wonderfully?
How old is she?
Gotta be 40 something.
She can be 40 something.
She's 43. 43.
She's
43?
43?
And she's been playing a teenager her whole acting career.
Nah. This is 43.
This is evidently.
Tom Cruise is aging well.
Scientology.
Yeah, but he does Scientology shit.
done did that for him.
Like, yo, he's sacrificing babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't count.
If you bathe yourself in the blood of babies, maybe you look good too. You could get like me.
Youthful blood of babies.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about growing old though, because looking at our parents look good for like 50 something.
Yeah.
Like, they have like little to no gray hair. You know, still. No, mom has no gray hair. Like, she has some, but not
noticeable. Yeah, but I feel like a late.
Dad still has a good hairline.
Dad has a great hairline.
Oh, my grandfather's shit, Chris.
Yo,
This guy,
no lie.
but I'm worried.
Like a ruler.
My dad's side, terrible. My dad's up here still getting lined up.
Ooh.
Now my grandfather was here. But on my mom's side, nobody has a receding hairline at all. Matter of fact, motherfuckers got widow's peaks.
Yeah, extra hairline.
That should come over. He's like, don't you hate when your hairline?
Does that mean you died in a past life? If you have a widow's peak, someone killed you?
I heard some that shit like beauty marks are like, was it beauty marks or
is like where
marks?
you were killed, like the spot on your body that you were shot.
Then
at.
I also heard like the lines on your neck could signify that like apparently I got fucking
Both inside you got hella lines in your neck.
bare lines on my neck. I'm like, bro, can I just like figure it out?
Can a nigga live like?
Like, damn.
This man like a tree. Look out the rings.
The rings.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
That is 2 jokes.
How does that work? Do they just layer
Of
up
growing
and
old?
down?
Yeah. Oh, me and Shmi talked about this. I'm like, yo, you better keep your goddamn hair, bro. I can't imagine you without your hair.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
said I was like, when,
Get implants.
sorry, yeah, I was like 100%. If I started losing my hair, I'm getting implants. Like that was one thing. That was
She's
one thing I
like,
spent money on.
plugs.
Push back your hair. Let's see what it would look like, perhaps.
You would still look
Honestly,
good.
not
You'd be
terrible.
fine. You'd be
Not
fine.
terrible. Yeah, I think
We're
you'd be
being
fine.
very
The angle
dramatic.
I seen a little part here.
Oh, like my hair is like long.
I seen a
like-
part. I'm like, imagine just this was all gone.
Oh my
Just the
God.
side.
No, you have to style it.
You
a
have to
certain
like
way.
let it be. Like if it goes, you gotta
Please,
let it
if
be.
you have to, if you do go lose
If
your
it
hair,
starts going, just
don't
take it
do
all
that.
off.
Don't do it.
Yo, the teacher from Ned's classified.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna spend the $30,000. I'm gonna get my implants. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm not gonna pay for veneers. I'm not gonna pay for any of that stuff. I'm gonna just get the implants. But
Jimmy gonna be there with teeth dropped up, just good ass hair.
I can't even lie. You know
Hey, at least I got my hair though.
You know what I've been seeing? The glue on toupees.
yeah, I see. They just have to change every like 2 weeks or every month or something like that. The glue on
It
toothpaste.
stays on for a hot minute.
Look it, just buy some more glue. Get a couple hairstyles you like. Just get
Yo, no, but it actually looks so real. Have you not seen it?
And then
It
they're
looks
so
scary.
You ever
real.
seen when they'll put on like male weave?
You could get
and then
braids.
they'll like line it up and
Instagram.
stuff.
You get braids now too.
Oh, that's so not the Shamar Moore from fucking.
No,
Yeah.
No,
Stop
Shamar Moore
it.
was rocking nastiness. They
That
did
is
it wrong.
the worst
Word.
wig I've ever seen in my life.
They had a white stylist do that because
Honestly,
ain't no
Tyler,
way.
right?
Ain't
Tyler
no way.
Perry was out here putting out these ugly ass.
Menace.
Y'all watch
Meanwhile,
House
his
of
wig
Dragons?
was always snatched.
No,
this video.
Yeah.
He looked
I've
good.
seen pictures, but like some of
Oh,
the wigs.
the black people in that show got the worst wigs I've ever
Really?
seen. In House of Dragons,
Oh Lord, have
'Cause
mercy! They
like-
put yarn on them
there's-
babies' heads.
There's like black Targaryen cousins, and they got like these white dreads, but they look like yarn.
I'm like literally.
And it's like, it's clearly just put on a fucking party.
It's giving
wig,
racism.
And you're like,
It's giving racism. Not
the
gonna lie.
texture is like yarn.
No, literally, it's giving racism. You're telling me that you guys spent how many thousands,
Yeah, millions of
hundreds of
dollars on
millions,
their budget,
yeah,
bro.
on that, and y'all made dragons look real, but y'all couldn't buy a wig
You
from
had a man
DSW.
look like he had
Well, that's because I
fucking
spent all the money on making the dragons. look real.
Chlorate is right here.
Bro, they had a man look like he had realistic leprosy. You couldn't just get a better wig.
They could not.
You didn't have to like. You didn't have to do all little craziness and make
Maybe that's what
strands
the
and
hair
shit.
looked like
Just-
back then.
Oh my! Can you imagine?
I mean, there's no hair products. Can you imagine what you look?
But it look like yarn. What's wrong with you? They literally, the man had the crazy thing is the dad has locks, and the locks are proper, and then the children just have yarn on their head.
But it doesn't have to be locks though. Like why can't they just give them like afro?
No,
There's a character that one of the girls doesn't have their hair locked. It's just a curly, a fucking just a curly
bro,
white wig.
it's just yeah,
It
and it's
looks
cute.
good, but then her kids got yarn on their head.
Honestly, just the babies,
That's
Well,
crazy.
you can find a
just
photo.
in there with yarn.
That's
madness.
I'd like to be a Targaryen. That'd be sick. Would you ride a dragon?
I wouldn't want to be
Me?
a Targaryen.
Why?
I was like, why would I?
Why wouldn't you want to ride a dragon?
The incest,
Yeah.
a lie? Is that your only thing?
That's what I was
Is
about
that
to
your
say. I
only
was like, yo,
thing?
all I know about the shows is a hella.
For me, aside from the incest, being a Targaryen would be mad cool though.
No,
You
You
would
have
have to be
firepower.
like a main. Apparently, the main heads are the ones that are immune from fire. The black people who are the cousins can still get burnt.
yeah, but no,
That's some bullshit.
Is that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
power they have?
Double
Immune from
no.
fire?
Yeah.
I mean,
because that's why they're able to birth the dragons and all that stuff and be.
Do they have blue eyes though?
No.
That's some bullshit.
But someone has, they have eyes, they have
They
whatever
do.
color.
They got eyes.
But the kid,
No,
They got eyes.
because
the
I
kids
mean, we're
do
gonna end
that.
up spoiling it. Are you guys planning to watch it?
Watch what?
I was gonna watch it when it's
House
done.
of Dragons.
It's finished. It's finished. Now.
I've
No,
never.
I
I
like
haven't
when
seen Game
it's
of
done
Thrones.
done.
Oh,
Okay,
like
okay. So we're just gonna. I'll give you.
Because I
So
started watching Game
basically,
of Thrones at like season 6.
oh okay,
I started around season 5.
Yeah.
okay. The main female character, female Targaryen, is cheating crazy in the show. So
On
she
her
just
brother or with
she's
her brother?
no, she's having an affair with like a completely random. She's actually having an affair with a Baratheon, and so her kids are dark haired, dark eyed. And she's trying to convince them that this is a product of cousin to cousin relation. Mind you, her cousin is a light skinned man with white
This
hair
one-
That was fire. though.
and colored
That
eyes,
was okay.
and
Let me show you the.
her baby's black haired.
Blackity,
Black-
black,
black-
black, blackity.
They is not giving what's supposed to be gave.
That's crazy.
There's not an out there. They are white babies. from the mountains of Caucasus.
White from the mountain of Caucasus.
Caucasus.
Shout out to Cat
Just because you
Williams.
name him Daryl don't mean he
Who has
belonged to Daryl.
Immaculate hair, by the way, of Cat Williams.
Oh.
I think hair is it. Like,
Remember when he was on Wild and Out, he used to have like the freaking like he straightened his hair and stuff.
straight his hair.
Yeah.
But no, I think hair is like a big indicator of how well you're aging though. Because if you have a fucked up hair, like
I feel like you could always take care of your hair though. Like I feel
sometimes,
like
if you're bald, then there's not much you can do about it, right?
Yo,
There's implants.
the royal family, looking
Bro,
rough.
please, William, you have enough
You're saying
money.
William? Harry's losing his hair, dumb crazy. Right
I
now.
always forget which you which.
William is
the balding.
the ginger
Harry's with
ginger
Markle,
one.
got it.
Yeah,
Harry's
the one
the
with
Harry.
Meghan Markle is going bald like a bitch, and it is lucky. He
That happened
he
over
used
the
to be
course of
hot
like
boy.
3 years. Though,
Yeah,
it
he used to
seems
be
like.
hot boy. People used to be like Harry.
Yeah,
Harry,
Harry,
I thought Harry was a pretty one.
he is.
He
he's the
was.
younger one. He's the one with hair.
But he's balding now?
He's
Yes,
balding now.
sir.
Aggressively.
His
Look it
daddy
up.
used terrible hair.
They
his
don't even.
granddaddy got
the-
terrible hair.
How
The
these
hair is
people
running-
royalty if they don't have proper hair?
What's his last
Because
name?
the
Harry
family
what?
blood is running.
You just the Prince Harry.
It's called this.
I bro,
Just say Prince
we
Harry,
looked
yeah.
this up. Their last name is actually what? We've looked this up. Cause they-
Sussex?
Yeah.
Of Sussex, yeah.
That's his last name, Sussex?
Yeah.
That's the last name?
No,
No,
we
no,
looked
their
up
last name is
Elizabeth's
something.
last
That's just
name.
their
They're,
title.
yeah, they have an arbitrary name given to them.
Like
I
Brown.
can't remember, I
Harry
can't remember what it
Brown.
was.
Can you imagine? Harry Brown?
I can't remember what it was. You can look it up. What is the royal family's last name? Are you seeing the pictures of him balding?
Yeah, but apparently him and William had a physical altercation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because apparently he was talking all that shit to his wife.
Crazy woman.
And Harry
But I
said,
think William put hands on Harry though.
Yeah.
yeah, because this is all started off. This is the alleged
Oh
story.
yeah, they just have
Is that
random ass names.
that William was talking all that shit with Meghan
Mary Windsor.
Markle,
Elizabeth.
and Harry said, "You gonna fuck around and find out. I'm from a different part. I'm from around the way now."
That's
Charles
crazy. See, I lived in Canada for a minute.
Yeah. He said,
George.
my
Arthur
wife,
George.
black,
So
black,
which
black.
one's
No,
was
but
an
apparently
actual
the
name.
other one put hands on him.
Because
Yeah,
so
that's what he said.
Yeah, because
Harry-
apparently Harry was
William
was like,
talking shit about Meghan.
and then Harry was like, "Don't
You're
you
not
be
gonna
saying
talk
that
to my
shit."
wife like that.
And William was like, "You gonna say whatever I want because I'm about to be in line."
Oh.
Ba-da-ba-ba, ming, ming, ming. And Harry was like,
Love it.
"Oh, you
I don't know if
want to
they're
talk
actually-
about my baby?"
I'm like looking at the names. It's like everyone just has a different name because Charles has a different
No,
name.
that's
than-
their titles. Look up the royal family's last name. They get a.
So
I swear I looked it up
Arthur
at some
Albert
point,
or
too.
Arthur whatever is it a title or his actual name? Is
Oh.
Mary Windsor her actual name or like what's going on here?
Mary is probably Mary Windsor.
Because it's Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor.
Windsor's her last
Windsor
name.
sounds right.
Windsor's her last name. Windsor's her last name.
Actually sounds
But
right.
then,
That's their actual
but
last
then
name.
it's Harry Charles Albert David.
David's not his last name. It's just a middle name.
That's just all middle name.
Yes.
So Windsor's their last name.
Yes, but they don't need to carry it because they're royal family. It's only given to them once if they are like dismissed.
So right now he's Harry Windsor.
I think he still holds it though.
So
I think
is
he keeps saying
Megan Windsor?
I'll never let her be that.
they call her Megan Duchess of something
Sussex.
of Sussex.
It's
I
too
remember I
much-
just finished watching their was it 6-part series on
How'd you
Netflix?
like
Mm.
it?
I liked it a lot.
Oh,
I
is
learned,
that the Crown?
no, that's the one about Diana or no Elizabeth, whatever.
That
one of
one's
them.
about-
No, the Crown's about
That's-
Elizabeth. They
yeah.
have their own thing for Diana.
Oh, I didn't see the Diana one. I want to though because after seeing the 5-part series, I'm
Because
like, they're
you-
kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're kind
I
of cool.
can't
They're
believe-
They-
they're
they-
kind of
they-
rock with
when I
this
see
stuff.
when I see the Crown is working on the last season, I'm like, we already know how it ends. So I read the manga.
Crazy.
You're so wrong.
That's what it's.
It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had it in my watch later, and I skipped all the way to like the last season that's out right now. And I'm like, did they get to the part where she died yet? I was like, no. All right, say last.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I read the manga.
Yeah, I want to see how extra they make this death.
No,
She's
I know.
fending off there. And she run, Harry!
No.
I'll stop them!
You're a wizard, Harry.
No, meanwhile, her son wicked as a sucker.
Which
out
one?
here. The one who's now, yeah, Charles.
Oh, Charles is terrible.
Charles out here killed off his wife. He said, "I got a side bitch now, and you got
Yeah.
somebody else."
His mom,
Kill her!
His
Kill her
mom
quick!
his mom straight up, if you ever want to be king,
But she don't do that because apparently Elizabeth wasn't with Camilla. Didn't like Camilla. Does not favor
Bro,
Camilla.
I am not in
is
touch with
that the new one?
The wife of Charles, the raggedy looking bitch.
I don't know.
But she
that
didn't
one.
like Diana at all.
She didn't dislike Diana. She disliked Camilla, but she
She got died.
How do you know
But
all this? Why do you know
They
all this?
appear because you ever stand inside the grocery line and they be having them covers.
Oh,
I see the covers. I don't read them though.
I read
I
them.
read them shit all the time. Yo, I'm scared for Kanye, bro.
Why? They go
He's so
kill him?
He's
missing.
missing.
He's still missing.
He was found like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, is he found?
He just like going into hiding. Not hiding, but he's like, you know when he like stopped talking for like 2
Oh,
years?
like after the Taylor Swift thing, he went into hiding, but he was
Like he like just
why?
stopped. He stopped like going on social media for like 2-3 years.
Good.
Yeah,
Bro,
same
Kanye
thing.
needs to fucking relax, bro. I don't want to.
Hasn't
Like,
seen him
as,
in, like, a few months.
as much as he's been acting crazy, I don't want to hear that he took himself or anything.
Bro.
I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why like he stopped. He's like, yeah, this is getting a bit crazy. I need to calm down.
Yeah, and especially because I don't want
think
to be
someone like him has like that kind of
Epstein
self-control.
suicide.
No, I think
I don't
someone
want to
pulled
be
him
an
off the map
Epstein
for a
Yeah,
little bit.
someone
Oh
had to.
my god, that would hurt my heart, bro. He's one of my favorite artists ever.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he didn't pull himself off the map.
Someone stopped
Someone
him.
said you're going on vacation for a hot minute still.
Yeah.
And he's probably like, okay, fine, I guess I have to now.
Yeah.
I wonder who he has in his corner because he doesn't have his mom. Kim is not in his corner like that.
No.
Like
But also,
Jay-Z
like,
doesn't really rock with him like
I
that.
don't think he
No.
has anybody in his corner.
He's got like a few, but he's got like
Virgil's gone. God rest his soul.
he's got like Beanie Siegel. He's got Consequence. He's got who's the other one? Dr. Umar.
Really?
Yeah.
That
That
is
doesn't surprise me.
Because I was
That doesn't surprise me, but I was surprised
Because
by
when I was
that.
watching the video, he was just like, when I was watching the video of Dr. Umar explaining, he's like, see, the thing about Kanye is like, he's doing what other people should be doing, but he's doing it in such like a big way. We've never seen it before, right? The only problem with him is that he keeps doing things and then going back. So he'll say things against like white people, saying like, for example, like, they do all these things, but then he'll go for like white women, and so you have to like stay on one
Consistent.
side,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah,
Kanye will say some
sucking for the
facts and
Julia
then just
Fox.
sound mad crazy
Crazy.
aggressive. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, wait,
and
stop.
then Beanie Siegel was basically saying like the thing that Kanye is doing is he's trying to like free people from contracts, right? And it's because he's trying to be like go to all the people who are billionaires, all like the black people who are billionaires, and be like, hey, we have the power, we have the resources now, let's do it ourselves. But the problem is no one else wants to do it because they don't want the money taken away. And he's like, Jay-Z is a billionaire, but Jay-Z doesn't care about anyone else. He just cares about himself and his people. So why would he try to get anyone outside the contract or like future people?
Plus, it costs a lot of money to take people out of their contracts, though.
Exactly,
A
and that's
lot of
what Kanye's saying. He's like, we all have billions of dollars. Why can't we just do it? But people are just like, well, I don't want to lose the billions.
Didn't Michael Jackson do some shit like that before he died? Like he bought like the Beatles catalog. He bought his own catalog.
He also bought. He owned like M&M's too, didn't he?
Yeah.
He owned Eminem's catalog.
Yeah.
So Eminem
What?
Eminem
He
dissed
dissed
him
him.
and then bought his his
Yo,
catalog.
that's wild.
Doesn't he owns? I'm pretty sure he owned part of like Sony.
Motown? Is it? Did he own part of Motown or something like that?
He owns a lot of stuff, but
he
the Eminem
owned
one is the
part of
funniest.
Sony.
Imagine
Oh,
really
Sony.
thinking you could
Okay.
diss
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said,
No.
he said, say less, it's okay. Give me his catalog. Give it to me.
I want that one next.
He dissed him, and then Michael Jackson didn't say anything for like a year, and then just bought his like catalog. Or
Love
he,
that for
he
him.
bought the company that owns his catalog.
Love that for
Michael
him.
Jackson, I can't even lie, he moves so funny.
Nice.
Like funny in a funny way because
Oh,
like
like the interview when they're like, Michael, talk about touring. I hate it. I hate touring. I don't like it at all. They're like,
I
but you
don't like him.
You know that's not his actual voice.
No,
I
it's
know.
not.
No,
It's
one
a
time
deep
he got
voice.
caught slipping, yo. He had like a deep voice or whatever.
He has a deep voice.
Everyone who talks to him, they're like, if you talk to him regularly, he doesn't talk like that. He just talks like he has like a deep voice, like a regular.
No, that's why it's so
Yo, what
funny
up,
because you see
nigga?
Hood
Oh.
Man.
Yeah, literally like that. He'll only talk in the high voice just to keep his voice.
You'll see Hoodman just being like, oh no, I messed with Michael back in the day. I messed with Mike. I was like, you messed with Michael Jackson, the soft spoken man.
No, he was chilling because he liked 50s album
Yeah,
or
he
whatever.
like 50 Cent. He was like fucking with 50 Cent shit.
He was like, I love it. I need it.
Oh 50, I love how you do your stuff, man. Keep doing it. You're doing great.
You sound like Chris Tucker doing a Michael
Yeah.
Jackson impression.
Which is
Sounds like
exactly where that story came from.
or like a bit of
Which
Eddie
is
Murphy.
where that
Like
story came from.
he sounds like a
'cause
mix
that's
between
It's
them.
Chris who tells the story.
Is it Chris?
No, it's
Yeah, it was Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker did the Michael Jackson.
I
Like,
thought it was
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy that did it.
no, Chris Tucker was like, oh, what if Michael
They
Jackson
both do
sold
it.
crack or
They both do it all the time
Yeah.
though. Like
Oh,
they
yeah,
both
they
like
do.
big.
I hear Eddie do it a lot though.
Eddie's the best. I listened to Rob.
No,
the
but
other
Chris
day.
Tucker,
Holy
Chris
fuck.
Tucker and him were like buddies.
Who,
Yeah.
Chris? Oh, Chris Tucker and Michael close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael's is close to a lot of people.
Yeah.
He was
Well, that's
chilling.
happened when you're not famous.
Yeah, I was like, if you're famous, you're famous.
But then when he went under, everyone did.
You want to? He was a cool man.
love him.
Yeah. Peoples.
You think he touched those kids?
He had no idea
So-
what
He, I don't. Want
So I don't think he did, and I don't think he did for 2
Because
years.
you watched for something in Neverland, right?
Never
So okay,
mind.
so well, not because of that, because like for
I watched that
I'll
one. That
just-
shit was fucked up.
I'll say like 2 points. So one, I think it was like every single adult who came out who like did the allegations and like against Michael Jackson came out and said they're lying for money. And the second thing is the kids are older now. A lot of the kids are saying that nothing actually happened. Like, for example, Macaulay Culkin said nothing ever happened.
No, he never got accused though. He never got accused of
People
No. There was not allegations when you think of something accusation.
Yeah, people were saying rumors. It was gossip.
Yeah, but no, there was never like an accusation that he did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
speculation. That's
so
what
then, okay, so then also Aaron Carter before he died said that like he said that like one time he came back from like a party like at like the Neverland Ranch or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the police were there and they're just like questioning him about like Michael Jackson if he did anything to them. Yeah. And Aaron Carter just like No, what do you mean? Nothing happened.
And
so
like those are two easy targets for Michael.
Yeah,
he didn't touch it. But I don't know. I feel like.
And then also for the Finding Neverland or whatever the hell it's, or Surviving Neverland, like a lot of things like came out that like Wade Robeson and those guys were like lying and stuff like that. So it's just like,
but why would they do it?
For money.
For the attention.
That's crazy.
You put something out like that, even if it's untrue, you're gonna make money off it.
Yeah, that came back up when like everyone was trying to like cancel culture was back on like it's like, oh, you're dead? Nah, we have unfinished bit. They were whipping up Bill Cosby's poor corpse. He ain't dead, but he ain't dead. But
no.
I seen the way. Listen, he's a monster. He did do it.
He
a
wants
monster.
to do a tour. He wants to do a tour. We ain't about to do this with Bill Cosby.
He about to hop on tour.
Imagine his little raggedy rapist ass go on tour.
No, but
hell to the motherfucker.
I'm just saying,
it's not even that fire though.
No, it's not. It's
we gotta go around. I hate that shit.
What?
That he's able to like. People are like, we needed to free Bill Cosby. For what?
No, we did not.
No.
For why?
To be honest, I was kind of like in awe when he was getting arrested. I'm like, what did he do?
And then
he's like, but he looked so pathetic when they were moving him around. I felt like again, he was a monster, but the way that they were moving him around, like he's like this old man. He's like, what's going on? They're like, you're going to jail.
He's not that old.
He's like 80.
He's old.
Not that old.
He's old as fuck.
The way that
old as fuck.
When they were moving him, it was going on. Did you not hear? They were like, oh,
Bill Cosby's old.
They're like, oh,
he's like 82, 83.
They said like some shit like he slipped. He slipped in prison and like shit himself.
Good for him. Good for him.
I was like hearing some shit.
85 years old. How many people do you know that are 85 years old?
You want to know why he's not too old? If he's young enough to spry enough to go hop on tour, he's young and spry enough to come catch these charges.
Did you guys see when he was going to jail and then he was walking? He was like,
"Yo, we got our Anthony's wedding, bro."
So if he's spry enough to hit a he's spry enough to come catch these charges.
No, but he was moving mad.
No,
it was like
no. You know what, men? You're like the funniest creatures on earth. You guys are the funniest creatures on earth. You guys take pity for some certain things and then not for other things. And then it's like, you guys look at this old man. That poor old man. Do you know what poor old men do?
Terrible
poor old
shit.
men out here raping, killing,
assaulting.
You're crazy.
There's always like you see this old man and then like in the 40s he's beating the shit out of his wife.
Technically a
like,
poor
damn.
Trump is a poor old man looking ass. You think I would feel? You feel bad?
No.
He's like 80 something right now.
Yeah, they're in the 70s. All
Exactly. I don't think he's a poor old man. I don't believe in none of that.
No, they're definitely monsters. But
Everybody can catch this. I am equal rights.
I just find it funny because look at Weinstein. When Weinstein was getting caught, this
guy
was on a walker.
Exactly.
He's like, man, I'm so.
Remember when Suge Knight went to court and he was pretending to be blind?
Oh my!
You remember you saying
a demonstration like that. Like you think Harvey Weinstein was really that raggedy? No. He was spry enough to be still raping up half of the Hollywood staff all the way up until he got there.
Did I say that? Did I tell you guys I saw that movie? She said.
Oh, I didn't see it. I watching it.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I didn't see it.
I seen it.
How about
it? Kind of boring. But like it was a good movie, but it was just very like heavy on the dialogue. It's just a bit boring.
No.
Like
she means like I want titties, I want cars to explode, gunfire.
That's definitely
new Transformers. Coming out.
Transformers gonna look wicked, especially with the Biggie sample.
Exactly. Let's go see it.
I like.
Magic Cinemas.
We haven't watched the movie in forever. We
gotta go see a movie.
All right, so 1 minute. We need a men appreciation go.
Huh?
Because last week, I had to do the woman appreciation thing.
Did you say something about vaginas?
What?
Oh, no, him.
Oh, last week I had a woman appreciation minute.
He said he loves vaginas, right?
Yeah. So, okay, so you have 45 seconds. What do you appreciate about men?
I can't really think of it.
I guess she's walking home, right, Maurice? I guess she doesn't appreciate that car. That drive home, yo.
What's with the men in our lives?
The men in our lives?
Yeah, I would say very supportive. Supportive. We're here for the men who are good fathers, brothers, son. Don't all day long. I can't with you. Honestly, the men who stay strong.
Yep.
Marissa, say something. She's piggybacking.
Some men look good in hats. You know,
Hey, a win's a win.
Especially now that he had glued on.
Y'all be looking good in them gray sweatsuits.
sweatpants. I get it. I mean, a little chain here and there with the black turtle.
The ones who show a little bit of vulnerability but are strong enough.
Yes, I'm such a whore for like emotional people.
That's a damn lie. Yo, because a nigga will cry in front of you and you be like, yo, man up.
No, I won't. It's funny if it's on a reality show. I think sometimes we see them on reality shows and they look goofy.
Bro, we watched Love is Block and Handle.
When the Asian guy was crying and he's like,
I dropped. He's like,
are you guys filming?
Yeah.
That shit was
that's
corny.
ridiculous.
They actually cut it, but that was like a thing that people just ripped up early.
No, that was actually in the actual show.
I seen the episode. I didn't see that part.
That was mid-episode. Like the producers, like that's something that he thought that they were gonna cut, and they're like, "You thought."
Nah, that was corny. But no, we were watching Too Hot to Handle, and this dude got eliminated off the island because he was being a fuck nigga, and he started crying. And Marissa was like, "Yo, man."
No, that's funny.
The thing is, if they're doing
fuck nigga shit.
yeah, if they're moving Wasi, then I'm gonna laugh.
I'm with it.
I'm like, I don't feel bad.
If you look me in my face and act bold and then want to cry after you get caught slacking for acting bold, I'm alive.
It's just like, man, fuck these women. You get kicked out of them?
Yeah. Cancel guy. The men who keep playing on women and then get played.
No, that's the funniest thing ever. I love it. But if it's like a genuine person or like an actual person in real life who's not on like a reality show and they're emotional, you know, they're not sobbing. I love that.
You want a nigga who cries every day, bro?
Not every day.
But you want every other day.
Not okay, but you're going. That's an emotional level that I didn't. What are we talking about?
Floyd cries.
When Floyd cries,
show how emotional it could be.
If and when Floyd cries, I'm here. I'm not there. Like I'm not looking at him like.
You're like man up. That's gross. Like
my favorite mug, bro.
Not like if you cry about foolishness, I'm not really with it. Like
no, but that's what I'm saying.
Like if he was to be like, if I caught him angry, like I don't even like. When guys get too riled up over games, I hate that shit. If I catch you playing card, you're like,
you're about to throw the controller and get all that's thrown in his
You get riled up?
Prison? No, he doesn't.
I like
absolutely.
I calm down now.
I wouldn't say yes.
Now when he sees me play COD, I'm just there. I'm like,
he's like,
whatever, bro.
He's
You're such a coward.
I know back in the day.
You're like a man, coward.
Yeah. I know back in the day, you must have had your own emotion.
That's with me
absolutely do not co-sign that type of activities.
I told you I only put a hole in my wall once.
And I said
I wish you would.
Technically, there's a lot of shit going on because I had like really bad internet connection. And
that's not worth it.
Worth, you know?
No.
And there was shit talking happening.
That's valid.
No,
what do you mean?
No, I warned him very early on because I asked him.
Wait, it was here?
No. I asked him explicitly before we moved in together, before we were even engaged.
And it was so long ago.
Yeah, before we were engaged. I asked him explicitly because I've dated people who show those types of signs, and I usually find that it's linked to a certain set of other behaviors outside of games. Not necessarily everyone, because I find that you're very volatile. Like you're gonna be volatile in the game, you're gonna be volatile outside
in real life.
In general, and I'm not saying that you're not going to have outbursts. You're not going to get pissed off at the game. Whatever. I've definitely played a game and been like, oh, that's so fucking ass.
But like, control yourself.
Yo, he was the blue shell again.
No. You weren't cheese, but I could sense that you were like, because your brothers would say.
No, because my brother
was like antagonized.
My little brother is so.
Let's fuck Key up in the game. Key's like, I'm already on
I wasn't like that. I was like, okay. No, I find that like when you act a certain way in the games, like when you reach a certain level, like when you're punching at walls,
it's irrational at that point.
I've seen guys like have holes, plural, in their wall, and I do not like that. That's a big red flag for me. So I had to ask him, I'm like, you got holes in this room? Because he had posters on them walls.
Covered
Shawshank, you open it, tunnels.
No. He had posters on those walls.
I had a GTA map.
Covering it.
Over, and then like, I took it off. I just see like it wasn't a crazy big hole. It was like a little indent.
And I said,
the way I did it, I was playing it, and then I had like this little modem because at the time I was changing internet plans, so I had this little shitty modem from like Wind.
Oh, shout out to Wind, yo.
Oh my gosh. No, fuck Wind. Alright, don't shout out to them. Fuck these guys.
Oh,
I'm playing the game. Mind you, I had an old ass TV too.
Yeah.
So I'm playing the game. I'm like standing up because I'm like, yo, my shit. I have to check the box if it's like not restarting because sometimes it'll just restart. I'm like, it was the hottest pile of shit. And then I have guys in the mic talking the most shit.
Nope.
Man, just there like, bro, saying some shit like, bro, you're fucking ass. But I'm like, it's not even me. It's not even me. And I wasn't even the party. I'm like telling Darius, I'm like, yo, back out the party guy. I don't want to fucking play these guys right now. He's just there like, bro, it's fine. I'm like, no, I'm not having fun. Let's leave.
It's not selfish anymore.
It's not selfish, but I'm like, yo, back out. He's like, no, I'm not backing out. So I get up. I'm like, I looked at the fucking modem. I'm like, I'm gonna hit this modem, and I just like put my hand just there, just tap the wall.
He didn't tap the wall. He punched the wall, and he made a hole. And I said,
Darius like, what was that?
So I was like,
I turned it off. I'm like, yo, I tapped that, unplugged the internet, turned off my PlayStation.
Unplug the internet though.
Yeah, no, I had to ask questions. I was like, how long ago was this? Do you feel that you've grown from this? Is this a common behavior still? Are you crazy? I just told you. My first relationship was abusive. He's the only person. The two very problematic relationships I've been in. The only two guys that I've ever known to actively hit walls over games. The only two people I know, and I've dated guys who are into games and they get serious with it. And like I've heard them be like, "Fuck, yo, guys, yo, they just jumped me. They were camping." I don't mind that because I get it. You're involved in it. You're enrolled in it. I absolutely will not date anyone, won't deal with no one. I won't introduce anyone to my family who's out here punching the balls. You need to, as a grown-up, have to have the emotional regulation to not swing. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Now Key sees what I do, and like Anthony still roasts me. Because like, I was playing with Anthony the other day. I'm like playing with, I'm leveling up guns in Call of Duty. Yeah. I'm there, I'm like, bro, I'm not having fun right now. He's like, oh, chill, drones coming on just now, bro. We just played this game. I'm like, I want to back out the game right now. He's like, no, chill. I turn off my PlayStation. Now, if I just if we're playing a game and it's like getting back, and you hear me, I'm like, it can't be like this. And I turn off the system. That's me raging.
No,
it's more calm. It's more calm. And one time, Jerome was just like, bro, just chill out and just take the loss. I'm like, nah. If I'm not having fun and I know I'm getting in a mood, I gotta come off.
I'd rather you be honest. Like if you're gonna say that it riles you up, it riles you up. I'm not gonna.
No, it riles me the fuck.
Exactly.
Sometimes she sees me, she's like, because you'll pag it when I'm like playing a game, and immediately I'm like, upset. Keys is there, like, what's wrong? I'm like, it's nothing really. I just fucking had a terrible time in the game. It's not that serious. It's not real life.
And I just leave it because like you're gonna punch holes inside of our literal. You're gonna pay human money. I've
definitely yelled at like late at night. Also, I'm like, I've never once threatened somebody's life, but I definitely called them. I definitely called them a P. I call them a hard P word.
What's the P word?
I'm just helping with any edits, bro.
Yeah, no. So that's why I'm like, you gotta chill out.
What gets you riled up? I can't imagine you mad.
Like in terms of like video games,
or just in general. For me, it's driving. I can't stand.
Oh my god, no, freaking red lights, constant red lights. I will literally yell because my record for red lights is 13 in a row.
What?
Damn,
13.
Yes. So imagine how much PTSD I have. 13 red light, you motherfucking red light.
I will literally I'll be like, why? There's no one here.
Or when that one person's like moving hella slow.
Oh my god,
slow drivers are the worst.
Oh my god. If people like cut me off too, and it's like very apparent that they cut me off, I'll lay on my horn and follow them. Yeah, I did. I'll do it again. So
I hate when they like cut you off and then they move in slow. It's like they drove 70 to get in front of you and then they go for like 50.
The worst is when they cut you off and honk at you. Some guy. So I was driving. So you know how people in Brampton like to drive? There'll be like one long lane and then there'll be like a lane here with like no one in it.
Yeah.
So I'm on the lane with no one in it, right? And I can see up ahead there's like construction and it merges in, but like obviously the whole lane's free. So I'm just gonna go down it to the end because no one's there. It's a huge like 20 car queue here. So I'm going. Some guy just cuts in front of me and stops, and I almost hit him.
Beat his ass.
So then he like went and he merged in, but I kept going. Right? And I'm like waiting for the cars to come and I have the chance to go in front of him. So, but instead of letting me go in front of him, like I just let him go in front of me and he almost killed both of us, or at least me. He just like didn't let me go. He like almost hit me because he's like, no, I don't really want you to go. I'm like, after you just let me.
Oh no, see,
I hate the ones that
So I followed him.
I have a petty PhD, a petty degree. Bitch.
Oh, Key always being like, anytime we're driving, you're like, hunt them.
No. And you're lucky because when you're driving, I don't have the wheel. Don't play with me. You about to who you gonna lock off? We both gonna crash. If you lock, don't even try and lock me out because I know first off you only have two options. You're gonna hit the car in front of you or me, and either way, no matter how it looks, if you hit the back of my whip,
that's a problem.
That's on your insurance. That's not on my insurance. So play the games, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Mm-hmm. I'm always up for it. 24/7, I'm up for it.
Classic Brampton.
No, you see the video I posted on my story of the guy driving with 2 rims, bro?
Yo, that was like me the other day when my tire popped, yo. My tire popped yesterday.
Did it really?
Yeah.
My shit popped
or 2 days ago.
Yeah. I had to change it after work. It was a pain in the ass. Oh, my shit expired. Okay, I'll show it to you guys.
That's what I got CA for. But I seen that. That wasn't you who took the video.
No.
Okay.
I posted on my story. I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, that shit.
I was driving on 2 rims.
What do you even mean?
You'll find out.
No wheels, just rims.
Scraping?
Just rims, baby. Just rims, baby. Take this in.
Ain't no way.
I seen someone at work one time.
Oh my god.
No way.
The song in the background is killing me.
Shout out to Snow.
Right?
I went into work and I was just walking through the parking lot and somebody's tires were so flat.
My question
the cars lean like a Flintstone fucking
vehicle. No, because what do you mean?
It's just
they know about it. Because when your tires flat,
That's Shoppers Row.
That's Shoppers Row.
Wait, what?
That is wild.
That's mad. I've actually seen someone's tire like pop and like wheel entirely come off. It was a pickup truck, flew off. It was just after people would have rotated their tires from winters to summers, and man's tire clearly didn't get them put on properly. That son flew. I was like,
that's like an irrational
it went past my car.
That's an irrational fear of mine. Like a random tire flying off in the middle of nowhere.
I always think about it. I just
you guys ever see that video of some guy he's like pumping gas, and then somewhere down the line there was a really bad car accident, and the tire's bouncing all the way to the gas station, boom, hits them.
Oh, I've seen another one. I've seen another one where a tire flies and it hits the dude and it fucks up his car. Yeah. And it's like, yo, if there was no security camera, how would you even prove this to your insurance company, yo?
You'll never believe this.
Yeah, right? Yo, you'll never believe what just happened to me. That's crazy.
I'm thinking of getting a dash cam.
Marisa has one.
I just got one installed today.
I want it.
I don't have the rear one though, but we have the rear one. It's just not set up properly.
Lower insurance too.
It's good though. It's good. And
I want it.
Yeah, I feel like it's beneficial. Definitely get it.
I've had terrible car vandalism problems in my life.
To your cars?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So I used to teach in Toronto, and it was a private school, so you park on residential streets. I guess it was in a very wealthy neighborhood. They did not like us parking.
They didn't
have
staff parking?
No.
That's ghetto.
Listen, it's very raggedy. Very raggedy.
Is it a private school?
Yeah, very ghetto. Very ghetto.
What's the point of going to a private school if you don't get private parking, bro?
A lot.
I'm not even gonna lie. It was very ghetto. So when I started, I basically would work until 6 p.m. and it was during you start in the fall /
Look how tired
winter. Let's see this. You're just standing there.
That one, I think that was the tire.
Yo, right? Me too. I was like, that's a big old tire.
You're right.
I'm like, it's going the wrong way. This is a long video. This man just standing there.
Menacingly. I'm joking. Shout out to SpongeBob.
Wasn't that Patrick? A bar from Patrick?
Lee. The tire not hit the guy yet?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
Oh!
That was a lot. You didn't take that long.
No, that took him out.
I skipped the video.
That's an 18-wheeler tire. Anyways, yeah. So when I started, I worked till 6 p.m. And I would be one of the last staff. So I went out to my car one day, and I'm driving, and I drove for maybe, let's say 2-3 minutes.
Holy fucking
I drive down the road, and I'm like, I can hear thump, thump. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Who's playing dodgeball?
No, it didn't even make sense. So I stopped my car, I pull over, and I realized the air's out of my tire.
No
but
way.
I'm living in Brampton at the time. I have to, and I'm in Toronto, so I call my dad. I'm like, can you come help me out with my tire? I don't know. He's like, did you drive over a nail? I'm like, there's no nail in it. And he's like, check to see if your pin is there. And I'm looking, the cap is off. And I'm like, but that's not gonna stop you. You might like to release air from a tire. You have to.
That takes effort.
If they push a pin into it, yeah, they can release it. But.
Homeboy, so my dad comes and he's putting air in it. It won't fill, so he puts it in, fills it, and then right through. So he realizes that basically, because my dad did mechanic work, so he realizes that basically someone there's a special tool that you can untwist that pin so it does a fast release. Some motherfucker fully removed my caps on the passenger side, released the air out of both of my tires using the pin, and knew I was gonna fucking drive. Like,
how nefarious.
You're fucked up. That's like, crazy. And they know we don't live there. Yo, I went back. My caps were sitting on the side. That continued on for...
that's so disrespectful.
Yo,
continue your car and then leave the pieces right there?
Yeah.
No,
continue for like maybe a month. My car was keyed. Other people's gas caps would be busted open in our area. All sorts of stuff. And it's like no one residential was having any vandalism. So basically the last straw was the air getting out of my tire, because I'm like, that's felon. You're like, if I had because my very first thing is like, you just drive to the highway from my workplace. If I hop on the highway, I'm fucked.
That's a problem.
I'm fucked. That's dangerous.
I'm not even gonna lie. Let me not.
My dad was not having it. He's like, do you want me to camp outside your workplace? I'll wait. And I was like, no, because my dad.
Your dad will see the person just go out by your car.
Yeah, no, my dad will fuck him up.
Not even know who the fuck it is.
A random person walking past Key's car.
Yo,
it's a break.
Craziest thing is, so the air coming out of my tire and other people's tires and stuff like that was at work. But when I would go home, my vehicles would get keyed to separate. So at the same time, there was someone
was following you?
No, I was convinced. I was like, who the fuck is following me? I switched cars 3 times. I had my own, I drove a Mazda. My parents then lent me their like minivan. It got keyed. And then I was lent their SUV that got keyed. I was like,
somebody hate you.
But it had to have been in the air. So when at my house, my car's getting keyed, and when I go to work, they're popping the air out my tire.
God damn.
I said,
bro, whose ass do you beat first?
No, to be honest,
that's the question.
No, I don't even know, to be honest. To this day, I still don't know what happened. All those vehicles, I don't even know.
Whoever released the air on my tires, your mom's a hoe.
Yeah, we put like a police report and everything, and they were like, "Well, keep an eye out." I'm like, I doubt you will.
They won't, but
they won't do shit.
The effort's nice, at least.
Is it? Because they don't do shit.
No,
they don't do shit.
I should put a camera on my car. I haven't had anything close to that ever since I have my new car.
The closest I've had was that somebody did hit the back of my car. Mind you, my car, the back bumper was already like messed up. So it was so funny. It was by Walmart. So my back bumper had like a little like where the paint was peeling. Yeah. I was like, whatever. I'll eventually get around to fix it. It's not like crucial, so I'm like not jumping up to it. But then one day, I was coming back from Walmart. Normally I back up to every spot, but this time I just drove in because I went with my sister. Yeah. And we had to go get a bunch of stuff, and I needed the trunk space. I go back to the car. This white lady comes up to me. She's like, somebody just hit your car. I was like, what? It's like, Lana, look at your bumper. I was like, oh no! Oh no! I'm like, she's like, it's okay. I took a photo of the vehicle that did it. And if you want, you can take my number so that when you call the police, I'll act as a witness.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, that's dope. And like, I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, I got all the fucking proof right here. Like,
that's sick.
A video of the car, like the back of the car, leaving from where it just hit my car. I was like, bro,
this woman moved quick.
I was like, yo, and I fixed my bumper, even though. Swear to you, didn't look like anything.
Yo, one time I came home late from work one time, and you know it was 11 o'clock, and I went to bed, and I woke up, and I see like this giant dent in my front bumper, and yo, someone backed into it, and it was just mad weird, yo. Yeah, yo, like whoever did it is the worst driver ever, bro.
Suddenly I gotta go.
Yeah, like whoever did it, they must have failed their first driving test. Like they must have drove over a curb and shit.
Not like that.
He's talking about me.
Not shady.
I won't lie to you.
Not all the details.
I won't lie to you. I heard this and I was like, late at night. All right. I was like, went to bed, woke up, but okay, that did happen. You're right. But it was Dad though. It was Dad.
Take it in though.
Listen.
Dad said, yo, Maury. Yo, last night I got home really late and I just backed into your whip. I'm like, Dad, how long you been driving, yo? That's not you, bro. You don't move like that.
I didn't
your dad probably like drives wicked as well.
Yeah, yo.
I didn't tell him to take the blame.
Dad took the blame and he's like, yo, don't be mad at your sister. Marisa cried all night, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I was vexed, yo. I'm like, I'm gonna let it go.
I said I would
damn,
pay for it. I said I would pay for
it's okay. It's not even that deep, but like I just need a nigga to admit it.
But I wasn't trying to deny it though. I went to sleep and then Dad woke up. He's like, "Don't worry, I told Maury I did it," and I was like, "That's so sweet of you." He's not gonna believe it, but that's so sweet of you.
I was like Batman, bro. I'm like, what time you got home last night, Dad? Yo, you're fast as like, there's no way that's not you.
Your dad's a real one though. He really sat there. He's like, baby girl sad. He said, nah, I ain't finna let it go. It was me. Knowing good and well he drive, he's the one who taught all y'all to drive and he knows how to whip it.
It's funny because anytime my dad's gotten in trouble with a car, it's because of my sister.
Word.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine my dad's the wickedest driver.
Yeah.
Like, showed me how to back up everywhere and everything. Mm-hmm. And, like, one time, I was like, my sister's like, no, my dad calls my sister. He's like, why do I got a ticket? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, a red light ticket. Why do I got a red light ticket?
Damn.
My sister's like, I don't know. It's probably you. Blah, blah, blah. And then, like, they showed the photo. You see my sister and my dad car driving. They got the front and you can see her in it.
That is funny.
Yo, when my dad came to deal with some his taxes,
paperwork, yeah.
His taxes and his paperwork. He's just there. I had to go pick him up. He's like, yo, I got pulled over. I'm like, how'd you get pulled over? He's like, tell me I was driving the car and they checked the plates and then because my sister and her boyfriend both have their name on the car. My sister's fine, like nothing on her. Yeah. But the boyfriend had
he's basically a friend drove his vehicle and accumulated hella tickets, and then he was like he fought it, but I guess it's remained.
It still remained, and like so they just randomly checking license plates. They seen that my dad was driving a car that they just needed to check out, or at least the owner needs to be driving it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
he was not.
My
not
dad was so
owner.
pissed. He's like, so sorry you had to come pick me up and blah. I'm like, it's fine. I thought it was you that did something. He's like, nah, because your sister never told me they had all this shit on the car.
Sure. That's crazy. Nah, my mom taught me how to drive, and it was love my mom, and she will swear that she wasn't this vexed. She made me cry my third day of driving, bro.
My dad made me almost cry.
My mom, love my mom, but I was so vexed at my mom, bro.
This is in the parking lot of somewhere. Because I remember
parking lot of Trinity Common.
I remember being in the back seat like, this is getting kind of crazy.
Bro, why were you so heated, bro? She was just like, watch it through. She was just...
To be fair, though, Dad mostly taught me how to drive, but the few times that Mom was teaching me how to drive, she was the same way with me. Because there was one... But being a driver now who knows what stupid things not to do, I get it. Because, like, it's kind of dangerous.
Like, I appreciate it, but it's like, damn, bro, did you have to make a nigga cry? Like...
Mo's like, to go easy on... My dad was yelling at me. Mind you, this is the first time in the car. Because he took my sister, and he was taking both of us. So my sister had some weeks before I started, and I'm just there in the car. My dad's just there, like, basically just paging me. First off, he barely told me anything. He's like, go over here. I'm driving the car. He's like, why are you doing it like this? I remember I drove it back to the house. He's telling me, he's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going back to the house.
Going home.
I get out the car. I go upstairs. I'm like,
I know you were swinging at the air, eh?
Yo, I was pissed. I'm like, I'm not driving with this motherfucker. He called me back. He calls me. He's like, hey, man, you know, I just realized that I'm cussing at you because, I mean, your sister has experience. And I was taking the same... I was basically thinking like if my sister was driving, and he's like, "Yo, how are you messing up like this?" And I taught you for weeks. And I'm like, "Bro, that was my first day. It was my first day. Maybe hate driving already."
Nah, it made me a really good driver, but my God, you were there.
I was in the backseat of that one time. It was rough. It was rough.
Vexed, bro.
Oh, moms be acting like you're gonna kill them in the car.
Like, does she still do that? Does mom still backseat drive you?
Oh, for me, yeah, 1000%.
She doesn't do that for me. She's mad chill with me.
It's become like a game for myself. I'm like, what's mom gonna say this time? I'm like, which time?
Your mom just there. Your seatbelt is kind of turned. You gotta
not even like they'd be like, stop.
I hate when it's not flat on the chest.
Not even that. It's funny. She'll be sitting in the front seat and like we ain't got cameras so you guys can't see, but she'll just look at me. She'll be like as if I'm too close. Like if I'm pulling up too close to the guy in front, she's like. And I'm like,
okay, but in her defense, you do get a little close to people.
I have never rear-ended. That's a lie. I haven't not crazy. I haven't like crazy hit anyone. And she just looked at me. She's like,
I have this rule where like if I can't see the back tires of someone, then I'm too close.
That makes
but
sense.
you are hella close to people sometimes. But I just don't say it sometimes. I'll be like, shit, yo, this girl.
I've seen bad. Sometimes I just take risks.
But you are a backseat driver. You become a very annoying backseat driver. Like I'll be driving up to the stoplight. Stop! No, I was gonna keep driving.
Chill.
Like I was gonna keep driving. Mind you, I've not been in any accidents that I've been at fault for it ever.
Never?
No.
You're not taking enough risk, bro.
Nigga, no, I just know how to
The
drive.
most is the speeding tickets. And
Yeah, but I just drive too fast. I get hella speeding tickets. Don't get me wrong.
I have one.
Nah.
One ever?
One that was at fault, yeah.
Oh, I used to get speeding tickets like every other
I've
month.
never
Oh,
got.
no accidents, not like tickets.
Oh, I've never.
No,
I got
let me
like
not
two
say what I was
speeding
gonna
tickets.
say.
I've only have technically I've been stopped twice, but only gotten a ticket for one. Speeding.
Oh, so you fought it, yeah?
Nah.
I got stopped once. It was on some bullshit. Like I was dropping my nephew off, and I was going to school. I went to the stop. Nobody's there, because it's like 10. It's like 10 a.m. Nobody's at the 3 intersection. I go there. I turn. Cop is just around the corner. He's like, he didn't even whoop. He was already just standing outside. He's like, whoa.
Oh shit.
I'm like, what did I do? He's like, he didn't come to a complete stop. It was like a rolling stop. I'm like, bro, it was like 2 seconds.
Cheese me, bro.
I stopped for 2 seconds and not the 5 seconds.
Trying to hit that quota.
He gave me a ticket. I didn't even fight it. I should have. But
The
I just didn't
smallest
want to.
thing.
I just didn't want to. I'm like, it's such a waste of time.
You said he was standing there? He's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Around
wait.
him,
I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to drop this fucking like kid off to kindergarten, bro.
Yeah, see? No. But then you want to come tell me to stop it. You want to tell me to stop at red lights, but you don't be stopping at stop signs?
Because I know from my experience as a kid, I don't want you to get stopped like me.
I want you to be better than me.
Better.
No, I don't know why I do it. It's like I just
Rolling
drive
stop?
I drive so much now that it's like even when I'm driving with Key, I'm still like watching
Mind
the
you,
road. She'll be backing up. I'm there watching too.
Let's be real. Who has more driving experience out of the two of us?
You do.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Don't come for my driving.
I was driving with my G1 though, so I don't know.
I've been driving for way longer than you.
What year?
All right, then let's have a drive
Since I
Olympics
was
then.
16.
Okay.
When did you start driving?
No.
You were mad late,
for
low key.
decade.
You were mad late, low key.
I was mad late.
I've been driving for a decade
Because
minimum.
out of our group, it was probably Tristan first, and Anthony, then probably me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was last. So I didn't mind though.
It's okay, because you're still a dope driver.
Yeah, I'm a good driver.
But you be violating me.
You
I was in the car
violating
with him and my mom. I was getting to a red light, and the thing is, when you know your car, you know your car. You know what your car can and cannot do. I know when to hit my brakes and when not to hit my brakes. Too
Facts.
early, I'm hella far from the fucking the line. These two, it's red! You have to stop! I'm like, nah, I was gonna keep
sometimes I'm
rolling.
just driving and Key, like let's say this is the car, this is the key. I'm like, chill.
But do you ever learn? Do you
Like, you feel the descent sometimes. You'd be like, oh, let me just slow down before I roll over here. He would just be like,
You're a liar. You're a liar.
That's how it feels.
Find out. Let's go for a drive.
Everyone hop inside the Maural.
Let me back you.
Do you fly?
She never slams her brakes.
Never.
I've never once had to be in the maybe once or twice.
Yeah, if there's someone, if there's an
But
EDA, I'll
if there's like a stop sign and Key's like getting to it, I never like. In fact, I probably do it to her more.
This nigga takes
Slam your
a
brakes?
sharp. Nah, he takes sharp turns.
I take
I take sharp turns.
Nah.
Boy takes
Yo,
turns
I
at
take
60
turns like
miles an
this.
hour.
I take turns like-
This dude be zipping the.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
Yo, I'm
I know how
I'm
Marisa
so
does it.
bad. Every
Marisa
time
does it
he's
like-
turning, every time I hear a click, tick,
Freaking 90 degrees.
I be whipping this
I'm
hoe.
like,
Just
I'm gripping.
Yo, I'll be driving.
Good guy.
no, no. I accelerate on turns.
That's
I'm
the
not
turn. The turn is
stopping.
like that.
Super hot wilding for what reason?
Because I drive stick, right? So like, if I'm driving and I'm like on gear like say 3, I'll downshift to gear 2 and
You're
then just
wilding.
accelerate,
You're
bro.
super hot wilding for that one.
No reason.
This man said, "I need more gas."
I stop because I see the way Key braces herself. I'm
No,
like,
literally, I
let
hear.
me not give you any. Because
Let me not hurt her.
Key will see like she'll hear that. He's just there.
I have to grip the side.
That's what my grandma does. Yeah.
Or if she can't get the top in time, because my tops
It's
my
broken,
tops are
so I have to
Yeah.
hold the side.
So Key's just, I'll see Key.
No, that ass though. This is how I know I turn too hard. I turn so hard, I have to brace myself sometimes.
Sometimes
whoa, let me chill.
Yo, I'm wilding on this one, yo.
But it's kind of fun when you take a nice
It's really
fast.
nice.
Yo, I want a front wheel drive so I can front wheel whip so I can learn how to drift. That's like the last.
You got your Civic's not front wheel.
No, I think mine is
Railroad?
No, yeah.
Oh,
I have the other way around.
Civics are
No,
front
I want a rear wheel drive so I can learn how to
so you can
drift.
drift.
Oh my goodness, my Tesla was rear wheel. Oh my god.
You know how to drift?
I don't know how to.
Oh.
It would just happen.
It would just happen. You're just there. Jimmy's trying to get to work.
I always think of it. I'm
Kills
like,
another bunny. Just
One time in the winter, my car just like drifted and then went in a circle.
oh my god.
This man's making donuts.
Literally.
I kind of want to do it, but I'm like, first off, it ruins your tires.
Oh yeah.
It could be mad dangerous because if you mess it up, you could fly off somewhere or hit something. It's like one of those ones. I'm like, I always think about it.
Just
I'm
break, duh.
like, it'd be so
Paul
cool, but at
Walker,
the same
I'm
time,
sure,
I'm like,
had that in his
Oh
life.
God, rest his soul.
You're like, you about to die, just don't. How about
Yeah.
nah. But I'm honestly, it's because I'm not a car guy where I'm not exploring more on it. I'm like, you know, let me just sit my ass down because I really don't want to pay for anything.
No. See, you know what's
Car
crazy?
guys are like, fuck it, man. These are just my burner tires
You want to know
anyways.
what's
Like,
mud? My dad is the one who taught me how to drive. And after I got my license, he was like, I think I should now get you lessons for like evasive maneuvering. I said, for what
Oh, I
reason?
want to learn that so
No,
bad.
he wants me to go. Like my mom is the only reason that he didn't. Because she's like, for what reason would you like your daughter to be? She drives too fast already. You tell her not to drive fast, but you want her
She
to
doesn't
do
stop
what?
at stoplights. Like,
Stop.
She's like,
Most of the time.
what, your dad's getting you ready to be a
No, you
getaway
wanted me to
driver?
learn how to I was supposed to learn how to do evasive driving.
Key, hello. You're supposed to be the next DK. You're
Yeah,
supposed
listen,
to be the
my
next
dad,
Drift King, bro.
my dad
you guys ever seen
literally.
Baby Driver? That's gonna be.
I love Baby Driver.
Slap.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
She's gonna be driving on the freaking like half on the wall, half on the wall.
Amazingness. Yeah, no, my dad wanted, like I said, my dad wanted a son the first round. And to be honest, he has two now. He has two. They're super Gucci, but like, he's like, it's not the same. Just gonna keep
It's not the
raising
same.
this one.
I think it's just because you're like.
I'm just way more.
You
like,
were more
I'm way
down
more-
for shit. Your
yeah.
dad is like, time for training. Key's like, time for training. Your brother's like, he'll be like, hey boys, you want to go hit the bags? They're like, no.
Yeah.
Senor Azula, like.
Yeah, dead ass. Like, my dad's there, like he's like, you're gonna know how to change a timing belt. I'm like, okay.
Your brother's never
the
outside
extra
when
guy.
we're doing car shit.
Never outside. Me.
They're calling Key, you should learn how to change your tire. Her brothers are just there.
Like, yeah, they couldn't tell you anything. And we pulled up to jumpstart your sister's car. She's like, I can't tell what's wrong. I'm like, your timing belt is off. I can hear it squealing.
Oh, that's so
love
cool.
that.
I'm like, I can hear that
Oh
squealing.
yeah, Key's like really up there. Like,
I'm like, I
I
hate
need a
this.
shorty like that, bro. Because
No,
I
no,
don't know how to
no.
change oil.
you remember that? Oh my gosh, I don't want to air you out. I don't want to air you out.
Let's not talk about that time.
I don't want to air you out. Mo just
Story time. Story time.
I'm not gonna say
And you
anything.
don't wanna
Mo
tell
just
anybody?
didn't
The two of them
understand
were just like,
the parts of the car.
That was mad embarrassing. I'm so glad it was with you and not with like a girl.
Or Tristan, nigga. Tristan
my
would
God.
disown you.
So it changing a tire, doesn't it?
No, not changing the tire. It was on
Something even crazier, simpler.
Wait, what?
We have to
you
say
Put
it. We have to
gas
say
under the
it.
hood?
No, I put
I'll let you say your story.
I
though.
put power steering in.
No, you put coolant. No, not coolant. Windshield wiper fluid.
And
Oh
what?
God.
in the
Where did I put it?
And like the cool.
Put it in the engine.
Nah, nigga. You fucked up your engine
To
like
be
that?
fair, you're with me. And I
Yeah.
told you straight up. You asked me, you're like, where do I put this? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my god.
There's a windshield wiper logo on the cab.
You know what? This is why my dad does not get off your neck. My dad
We
is
didn't have-
on
we
your
didn't have phones
neck
like that.
crazy.
But now I know.
No, because that's why he refuses. Because my mom was like, she's like, you can't just do everything for them. You have to let someone know how to do it. So now he's like, Junior, come. Come while I do. Show me how you can
Plus,
check
to
all
be
the
honest,
fluids.
that's when we get to bond.
Yeah,
I'm like, everyone's out the
do
house.
it.
It was just me and him out there fixing up the
That's
cars.
cute.
So wait, did you actually put the fluid into the engine?
I don't
You're
remember.
about
I
to.
think
You put it. The funny thing, because you said the
Then you
picture,
fucked up your car.
we were there. Mo's putting it in the engine. We're looking down. We're like,
This doesn't look
that
right.
looks like that kind of looks like where it's supposed to go.
One of
I
those.
am
That's
so
not even what it's supposed to be.
embarrassed
What
by
happened to
this.
it?
And
What's
then
your
Mo
engine
picks
after?
out
I don't
the
remember,
oil
bro.
stick thing. He's like, oh fuck, this is oil.
Bro,
Well,
I-
you called your dad. You're
I
like,
did.
Dad, your dad's like, fuck, we gotta go to the shop.
You have to get
You guys gotta go
flushed
tomorrow,
and
bro.
do it again.
Flush it.
Yeah, that's what happened, bro. I couldn't, like, the story happened years ago, and I'm like, I don't remember what happened, but like,
We were in your car because we were supposed to go somewhere. I think it was just me and you just gonna go chill.
yeah.
And we were by the Rona, by Walmart.
Oh yeah.
It was winter.
Bro, I'm mad embarrassed by this story.
It was winter, and Mo's just there like, yo, I need to get like windshield fluid from like the
Why? You put it in my engine?
What made you think at that moment when neither of you knew how to do it that
When was the time you should do it?
In the depths of winter.
Bro. No,
It was legit.
I don't remember, bro.
I just remember, I don't know where we went, but your car was frosted up. Like, it couldn't move. We had to, like, I remember we walked to the gas station. It was just around, it was just like, you know where the Rona is.
Yeah,
we just walked to, like, the Petro, picked up a windshield fluid, and then Mo asked me, he's like, do you know where this goes? I was like, bro.
This guy unlocked a memory in my mind that I was really
I have no idea where this goes. Mo's just there like, huh.
This is
maybe here. I'm like, it's your car, man. I don't. It wasn't even your car. It was like your. It was my car. It was yours.
It was my car.
Yeah.
super hot wilding. That was crazy.
I was just there. I'm like, we're pouring it. He's like, and then we're looking at it because we're like, we just see this windshield looking.
Crazy.
I'm so embarrassed.
Y'all live.
As soon as he pours in it, you didn't empty the bottle, but you poured something. You're like, fuck.
The craziest thing is this must have happened during an era when Google existed.
No, because we had phones, but we didn't have like smartphones. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like we had like flip phones, but we couldn't like Google shit.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we just had like BlackBerry, or we just got onto iPhone, but nobody's really doing that much shit because
our phones weren't as powerful as they are now.
Yes. Okay. Fine. We'll allow that.
When was it? No.
This was
It must
a
be
year
like
ago.
2014.
I think it was 2014.
Yeah, like 2014, because that was the year I had my first car. 2014, 2013, something.
It was
like that.
right when you just had
iPhones were around at that time.
I didn't have an iPhone though. I had
That's
a Samsung flip phone.
That's
Nigga.
okay.
I had that for years.
That's okay.
I had like
Motorola.
Motorola Crazer.
What you know about that?
I had a golden black. It was a snake skin print on the back. It was gold on the edge.
Flipped up like that?
Yeah, no, it was
Not
old.
the Zoe 101
Not keyboards. It was an old school flip.
Bro.
And it was gold detailed.
You had the Rolls Royce of flip ones, yeah.
Listen, people thought I was selling drugs in high school. I love that.
I had like an iPhone 5.
Not yet?
I was not doing that.
That's when
not
like
yet.
the
I was like,
sevens were out, so I was mad behind.
How was BlackBerry? You ever have BBM?
Of course, I had BBM.
BBM?
I wasn't on BBM. I wasn't on BBM because our phones kept getting cut off. You remember that time when my phone was always cut off, bro?
I didn't know when the fuck to call you.
Why'd your phone keep getting cut off?
Because my parents were paying the bill. So like, you know, we were
Everybody's phones are cut off. You remember Anthony's phones?
Yeah.
Bro, at this point, I didn't know if Anthony had a phone or not.
Bro, we were going through rough times back then.
It was to the point where when Anthony wants to go talk to somebody, you gotta go borrow one of our phones.
Or
send mail.
He's like, yo, send me the number. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to send you on it?
Bro, my mom had like
Want me to write it down on
number,
Post-it note?
What?
No, I was like, for Anthony, can you remember he used Tristan's phone one time?
Oh my
and
god.
He's like, yo, send me the numbers. I was like, bro, on what? I was supposed to write that shit on a Post-it note?
Bro, my mom had everybody's number. Tristan's mom, Tristan's number, maybe your number.
Maybe my phone number.
Yeah, maybe your phone. She had your aunt. She had Anthony. She had everybody's number because like I used to be like out and about, whatever, and she'd always be like, "Yo, where's Maurice? Where's Maurice?" I remember one time I tried to run away from home. I told Marisa this story the other night.
How old are you though? Because I
was like 14. I had nowhere to go, bro.
Yeah.
I went to the backyard. It's like,
No,
it's cold outside.
I just went to square one because my mom vexed me one time. And I'm like, fuck this, yo, I'm not going home. So I went to square one, talked to some girls, and like on our way back, I'm like, bro, I have nowhere to go. It's like 8 o'clock, and my mom's worried about me, yo.
I tried that shit when I was like 8. And I went to my mom, I'm pretty sure she beat me or some shit. I'm like, I'm running away from home. My mom's like, try it. I packed my little bag, I got my ass.
Me and He-Man are out.
She seen the suitcase with like 2 of my pajamas and shit.
She got that stick with like the bag at the end. Just like, I'm leaving now, Mom.
I'm leaving. I touched the door, my mom beat my ass.
Let you walk. Where you finna go? You're 8.
Oh my gosh! Running away as a kid, like kids don't conceptualize that. It's like they ain't know where you're going.
Nah, bro. I tried that in high school.
14 Maurice, where are you going?
Nowhere. I had nowhere to go, bro.
Right?
You're like, I can't go home, and you go home anyways.
No, I got my ass beat one time, and then I was like, I'm fucking going. My mom can't stop me to go fucking with my broke ass. I had coins. There wasn't even bills inside of the wallet. I had coins. I had to call my best friend using a payphone. And I called her house phone. She goes, I'm gonna be honest. I'm about to 3-way your mom because she's been calling my house and I don't know what to do for you. And she put my mom on. My mom said, "So where are you?"
Oh.
I said, I'm at
this intersection.
I'm at Downsview Station. She's like, and where are you planning to go? I was like, I don't know, somewhere. She goes, I'll have your father pick you up if you ever. And then she made me talk to my aunt, her twin. My aunt's like, how could you?
Your
I
mom's
was
a
like,
twin?
yeah, my mom's a twin.
That's fun.
And
I was like,
Whoa.
And then that's why we're like
twins.
Oh, you all gonna have twins, eh?
Yeah.
There's a high possibility.
Everybody seems quite overjoyed.
Everyone just there.
My organs aren't dancing.
The way your family
with
be talking
happiness.
about it is like there's like a prophecy. They're like it should. You're the next
mind
one.
you, mind you, there's 3 girls. So me and my 2 female cousins who are the daughters of my mom's
You have
twin
any
sister.
sisters or no?
No.
Okay.
So it's like 3 of us that would be most likely because genetically would come passed down from your mother. Those 2, no one says anything. One of them already has 2 kids. No one said anything when they were having babies. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, Floyd and I are gonna get ready. Probably twins. Why would you wish something like that upon my
Part of me is kind of
soul?
excited. I'm like,
Aww.
and I told you're so lame though. No disrespect. Let me tell you. No.
That was that
Look, you are lame as hell.
Love you.
You violated me.
But let me get into context. All
right.
Bro,
no. I'm lame as hell.
You're having
crazy.
I'm gonna remember this.
You ever just think of having? Do you guys ever have like twin names?
Oh, this is why he says I'm lame.
I never thought that.
But if you were to name your twins, how would you name them?
Same letter names.
Yeah, no,
right?
not same letter.
Or
He wants like a Kiana and Tiana, Kiara Tiara.
Like rhyming.
Oh, like rhyming?
Rhyming?
Or
That's
the
cool.
same initials, where it'd be like D. Like let's say it's like
It has to be one or the other.
D-M-A or D-M-A.
It has to be one or the other.
I'm like, I want some sort of
None
pattern.
of the above.
She wants some random shit like Michael and Jerome.
Listen, my mom.
And each kid's name, like in chronological order, is the first letter of the word Skittles. So if you
That's
line
hard.
8 of them together, the first letter of the name all makes Skittles.
I'm definitely
That's
not.
How many
That's
kids
hard.
have 8 kids?
That's hard. That's it.
Can you imagine getting to
That's
7 and you're
everything.
like fucking. And it's like you have Skittles.
Skittles.
Skittle.
Or yeah, like Skit.
You're like arrange your shit, man. We just make another thing.
No, see, honestly, my mom isn't named that way. Like, their names are drastically different. My twin cousins are named drastically different. There is no thematics. Also,
Your cousins, though, if you think about it, without saying no names,
it's an M and a W, but like,
That's actually sick.
but I don't think she did it on purpose.
the names are totally different names.
So different, drastically
M and
different.
W is kind of like.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Marlon and Winston. Was I close?
Winston is even closer because at least on at the end.
Yeah.
But no, the reason I personally don't like it is because psychologically twins have a really hard time in life.
Really?
Yeah, when it comes to socializing, if you socialize them to identify as a set, it makes them have a very hard time being
When they grow
individuals.
up, yeah.
So I don't want them to only be known as like a pairing of children.
Okay, Anthony's bros don't act as twinny as you thought when they used to when they were kids.
Because it's like
they're two different people.
it's like, and I think it puts a lot of pressure. Like if you talk to twins who've been like, especially identical twins, like those who are told like their identity is like set by them being together, it becomes very jarring for them to like exist. Because like, for example, like say you get one twin that like gains weight while the other one does not have that particular habit. And it's like, okay, well, now does this twin feel off because people are like, you're not as pretty as your sister? Like,
Oh,
that,
so
I don't,
you're the
and
ugly
that
twin.
happens,
It's like,
right? It happens a lot. Like, you already get compared as siblings, but then to have twins and then to have twins that are known specifically for being together, I don't want to do that to any child.
Marissa's best friends with twins. I'm joking.
No, I don't like that. Ooh.
I set you
now I
up,
can't
bro. You
post
keep
the
falling into my traps. What's
That's
wrong with you, bro?
crazy.
Yeah, don't beat that out.
Now I can't repost this because they finna watch. They finna listen.
They're not gonna care.
Yeah, I'm like,
they know that you don't rock with them.
Listen, changing subject. I haven't talked to them in years though.
I was the one at the crossroads, whatever.
I am alone at the crossroads. That's why. No, but I don't know. I feel like if I had twins, I would like to have some sort of naming pattern.
Yeah.
I'll still raise them as
I'm like, don't name them like the same names. They're not gonna be Floyd and Lloyd.
No, but
Although I did think of it at the
Lloyd.
time, but then you brought it up. But I was like, yo, if it's like Devin and DeMar and
That's too confusing though.
No.
That is
His name's Damar?
I think
Yeah,
those, I think that's actually, I like those names.
it's cute. But to be honest, our naming theme for if we have twins isn't like, it's not that off base. We've kept initials. They're just mixed order.
I had to fight for it.
No, you didn't have to fight for it.
Oh,
So
yo,
extra.
This nigga Floyd's hilarious, yo, because he
He just wants a junior of himself. To be honest.
Yeah, but yo, it's like pulling teeth with Floyd to tell me his kid's name because he's like, yo, Moose, I don't want you to steal it. I'm like, I'm not gonna steal it, bro. I already have my kid's name planned out.
Yeah.
Like,
No, the reason I don't.
No, he told me and I forgot. I'm like, it's.
Oh, I thought he didn't want to tell you it would be Floyd Jr.
No,
As
he
if you're gonna steal
told me.
Floyd Jr.
No.
I told him the boy name. I never told
He told me and I forgot it. I'm like, something with an A. Oh, I remember. It's like an Egyptian name. Okay, I remember.
No, but this one wants he's like, you don't want a Floyd Jr. Jr.? I'm like, no, the fuck I don't want a Floyd Jr. Jr.
Are you junior? I'm a junior.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know that.
Question for you.
Copy paste his
Since
whole
your
name.
family calls you Maury, what do they call your dad?
Junior.
Huh?
Because you're a third. He's a third gen.
Yeah. So everyone in our family.
She's like, the math is not math. I can see the little bit flying on
Never
there.
the flash. What?
He's trying. I'm like, so your grandpa and Marisa too?
No,
I don't know what they call my dad.
There's a nickname, but it's like a Jamaican nickname. Like
It's like probably like Zadia or some shit.
They call him Chief sometimes, but it's
Yeah,
also
they call him Chief. They
there's
call him
something
Papa.
else.
They call him.
No, but he has like a Jamaican nickname where it has nothing to do with his personality. It's like probably some random thing he did from
My
childhood.
grandfather's name is Bobsy.
Bobsy?
But his name's Carlton.
That's funny as hell. What do you tell?
He doesn't like us calling him Grandpa. He's like, call me Bubsy. I'm like,
Bubsy?
okay, that's easier.
Oh yeah.
I said it once as a kid, and I've never felt so awkward saying it. I was like, hey, Grandpa. He was just like,
We call him Grandpa.
Bubsy.
No.
Call me Carlton.
Not even Carlton. He's like Bubsy.
Bubsy.
I was like,
Introduce me.
Should he just there to his kids, his grandkids? Call me SK.
Call me Glizzy McGuire.
Nah.
Got the BBL beard.
Yeah, so they call your dad Junior. That's
Yeah, and they call me.
I've been trying to my family calls him Junior because that's what I call him.
But my family don't call me Junior.
See, like I can't even,
Marissa probably like, what
Yeah, I'm like, see, this is why
they call me Danny.
Don't make no
Danny?
fucking sense.
Yo, we
Who calls you
have.
Danny? Your family?
Yeah.
They call you Danny, yeah?
Your UK family calls you Danny.
D-A-N-N
And the
what?
Jamaican call me Danny.
Oh, okay.
Yo, we have an uncle. Should I bleep this out? His first name is, but they call him Dan. Makes no sense.
My uncle Wayne. My uncle Wayne, they call him Bum Bum.
Bum Bum? That's funny as fuck. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Jamaicans they just be saying
And
stuff.
they're ruthless with the nicknames too, my dad told me a story about this ugly man. His name is Monkey Man. That's his nickname.
Why do they call your uncle Squid? Why do they call your uncle Squid?
I don't know.
Squid
short for Squidward.
And he's not
big
big.
nose?
Like he's not.
No.
No, he doesn't look like Squidward.
They just be calling him Squid.
It's called Squid. Squiddy.
That's
My
actually
uncle,
fire.
My uncle Jason's name Tapo.
Top
Makes no sense.
I don't know. And I have a hardworking cousin. They call him Mexican.
You told me about
That's
that.
terrible.
That's a good one.
First problematic joke in the
Your
podcast
female
today.
A
cousin.
lie?
Your female cousin. Miss Chin doesn't even make sense because you're not Asian.
Miss Chip.
They call her Miss Chin because like her eyes,
She's not even
her
Asian.
eyes like crease a little bit. Not even like yours, Key. It's like the slightest crease.
I fucking
And they
hate
call her
it.
Miss.
I've
I
been
didn't know
called
what
Miss
her
Chin my
name was
whole
for
life.
years.
Chin is hilarious.
I've been
For
Miss Chin my
years.
whole life.
I didn't know her name until my grandmother had to like write something down, and I was just like, I'm like, who's
that?
Oksanya?
Yeah.
He's like, that's Miss Chin. I'm like,
Who?
Since when?
I dead ass was like, her name is. I even know take it in because the way they say it's so fluent.
You thought it was like an actual name.
I thought it was just an actual name, Miss
MYSCHN.
Chin.
Yeah.
Miss Chin.
Miss Chin.
I was like mischief
Oh.
or something, but then you break it down, Miss Chin because she looked Asian. I'm like, what?
Okay. They call my grandfather One-E.
One-E? Why?
Because he had one hand.
That's terrible.
And I think they called him Bandit for the same reason. Bandit and One-E.
That's a hard nickname though. Bandit.
That is hard
Bandits.
still. One-E?
Bandits
That's kind of
and
sick
You know,
though.
one is kind of a hard name.
One-E was,
hard.
but we didn't know. Like as a kid, you just because you grew up, grandpa just had no one hand the whole time, and then it's like
What happened to his hand?
he worked in a
grandma told me.
factory. He worked in like a place and it got cut off in a work accident.
Damn.
He
And the way he whined about it too, because your grandma told me the story.
He
was just there
made
like,
no difference to him.
she got the call, she's crying. She's like, "Oh no," he's just there like, "It's fine."
He didn't care.
It's a hand, bro.
That man did not care.
He lost it bad too. Like he was at work and I got caught in something.
Yeah.
And then they had to amputate.
Yeah.
He's like, "It's fine."
He did not.
Like Shanks from One Piece, but your arm.
Literally Shanks. He's like,
No.
man.
My grandpa, to be honest, because the stories they tell, with 2 hands, he would have been too strong.
Oh yeah, he was like,
my grandfather used to
Shanks,
jups
for
up
real.
people
That's
with 2
sick.
hands. My grandfather used to jups people up with his stump and his hand. He used to jups up people. He'd poke people with the stump.
If anything, with the stump, he's stronger now since he doesn't have to worry about his fingers.
So he
I
didn't
see
care.
that in Baki. And the way he like broke his hand, he's like, the one thing I hate about myself is that I have fingers, so now I can punch harder without my fingers.
What about that? The one guy is like, "Yo, I lost my sight and I got way sicker." He deafs himself. He's like, "I wonder how crazy I'm gonna be now."
That's
That
kind
was
of
freaking
sick.
weird. Yo, Baki's crazy. Remember when they put the bullets in
smell
his
your
mouth and they
opponent?
punched him?
Yeah,
Crazy.
that shit made no sense.
That's kind of
How
sick,
do you feel he was gonna improve after losing his hair?
He's like, "Yo, he got super sick."
Yeah, but then what are you gonna do? Taste them?
Well, because you tasting the air. Go over
He's
here.
over there.
That's kind of sick, bro.
You need to watch that season of Baki.
Yeah.
That season of Baki was freaking weird.
Nah.
Yo,
Honestly,
okay, if you had to lose 1 sense, would you? I'd probably
Taste.
I'm already.
No, smell.
You said taste. You love food.
What?
You love food.
I meant smell.
But
Oh,
smell
I
is
was
taste.
thought
Smell
so.
is taste, buddy.
Is
No,
it?
it's not.
No?
Yeah, it is. Yes,
No,
it
taste-
is. You
taste
can't
is
taste. You cannot taste well without your nose.
Oh, that's why you plug your nose and you don't want to taste.
You can
something
find
terrible.
out. It's literally been proven. When you get sick, that's why food doesn't
I can't even.
taste.
I was
well.
gonna say scent too, because
It will
honestly,
alter
my
the
sinus
flavor.
be jammed up sometimes.
He's still
Tastes like
Diet
Coke. Tastes like Diet Coke.
Alright.
It's accurate. If you're sick and you're like completely plugged up, you will not taste as. You need
That
your
can make
olfactory
sense.
to taste.
That can make sense. I don't know if that's true.
Ears, nose, and throat are connected though. Ears, nose, and throat. That's why.
It's your olfactory is it's
Do I
part
have
of
to
the
lose a
tasting
sense?
process.
Doesn't your taste come from your taste buds? So it's like.
You need but you need
To
the
be
sense
honest,
of
losing
smell
any
first.
scent kind of.
You're
I would have
already
to.
here.
I would
We
have to do
barely
taste.
can see.
I would have to. I would have to do taste.
Taste. It have to be taste.
Like
What
I
is
can
it
still
called?
eat food.
Yo,
I
can
just
You eat food
want-
But
regardless.
not for joy though.
Not for joy, but think about how cheap shit would be.
No.
You just eat whatever
also, I'd be
nourishment
so
that
in
you
so
need.
shape. Oh my god,
Huh?
I'd be in such good shape.
I'd
if
be
I
so
did taste.
D's. I'm be like, bro, I just eat steamed vegetables.
Bro. That's crazy.
Nah, I'm like, yo.
No, can you
food
imagine
is
you're
too
just there like,
tempting.
oh man, I just eat kale and boiled
Gotta eat my
chicken.
spinach
Oh
again.
God.
But it's like the texture. It's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say texture's a big thing for me, so I don't know if I can.
Oh,
if I
no,
would do that.
Presentation is huge. Like something has to look good in order for me to be like.
No,
bro.
but if I ain't got
Boiled chicken and broccoli. Just
yeah,
eat
just
that
yam
shit.
it because I don't have no taste buds. That's crazy.
Gross though.
If I'm
You'd
You'd say bare money,
because
so you
sometimes
wouldn't
I can't
spend money
smell
to go
things, but I
out.
definitely taste.
Yeah.
Unless you're just trying to be human, you're like, oh boy,
Trying
French
to be
fries
human.
and
Chicken
you'll be,
fingers.
you'll be like, you'll be like, oh, this dipping sauce tastes amazing. They're like,
Yeah, they're like
Marisa,
sweet
that's
sour honey
cream.
mustard, whichever.
That's cream for your coffee.
Damn. Golly.
Nah, I agree though. I think taste is the only because like
I
honestly,
can't give up sight. As bad as it already is,
I can't go outside, bro.
I can't.
Feel that.
Sounds, I'm too scared.
Yeah, I
no.
need my sound.
Can you imagine?
You paranoid?
Okay, you know how like we all
I'm black too. A black deaf person definitely like, we can't.
Oh my god.
No, repent.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're so
I'm sorry.
evil for that.
I'm sorry.
God
It's funny because
evil
if he was
for
deaf right
that.
now, you're acting like you wouldn't still talk the same. You know
God
how you know how to talk.
forgive.
You've been talking for
God
28 years. You know how to talk.
forgive.
Wait, you're so
God forgive.
I definitely just be loud.
God
loud as
forgive. We haven't had our children yet. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Anyways, losing touch, I can touch.
I know you're gonna think about
Touch
that
is
later.
important.
Touch is a second, but can
No,
you imagine?
you're crazy.
No, because touch is like feeling and stuff.
You're
Yeah.
crazy. Touch is one of the most important ones because people who don't like who have conditions where they can't have any. You guys know. Don't laugh any further. Not with the accent. Ignore it.
God damn.
This nigga's gonna be up at like 12 o'clock
Sight,
at night.
sight,
laughing.
sight's
Nah.
the number one I have to keep. If I have to lose all of them,
Nah,
I
because
gotta
if
keep
you lose
sight.
tactile, those who don't have tactile senses, often harm themselves. There's a condition where people can't feel anything, and they'll sleep and they'll like scratch themselves. You can scratch yourself to death because things that we use, like you can burn yourself and not realize. You can break a limb and not realize. Yeah, all that stuff is necessary.
Can you imagine me in a fight though?
You're dead.
The fuck
You're
up.
dead.
I'm like, I'm invincible.
Keep pushing, yo.
Your body's still gonna take the impact.
Oh yeah, I'll be knocked out and I wouldn't feel anything.
He has the drive, the will to keep going because he doesn't feel pain.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Running through a burning fire, I'm like, I'm blessed. My whole back is
And then you drop it.
No.
I'm good.
Can you guys imagine being like blind and then
you get shot? You're like,
your house is haunted?
It missed.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't there the movie like that?
What?
It's not Don't Breathe, but it's the one where.
Oh, I think it's Don't
veteran.
Breathe.
Yeah, the blind veteran.
Yeah, that movie's sick though.
People break in. And
The
he's
first
like,
one, not the second
kicking their
one,
ass.
no.
I never saw the second one, but the first one was sick.
But besides that, but
second one
imagine
made no
you're being
sense.
like a ghost. Like you cannot see, but there's ghosts inside your house.
If they're ghosts, you can't see anyway though. Even if you had.
I know, but that's even scary. I can't even.
Can you
see.
imagine shit's bumping around?
Imagine they're showing up. The freaking thing from Insidious just standing there.
Like, it's just saying hi.
He's just chilling there.
I feel like the ghost wouldn't waste their time. That's kind of a waste. Imagine banging up all the shit. And somebody's just there.
Insidious, the ghost was not banging up. The ghost was coming to fuck around and let you find out. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he wouldn't know if it's
here.
If I'm blind, I'm definitely not believing in ghosts. I'm like, stop it, guys. Stop. Okay, I know you're there.
Game's over, guys.
Imagine this.
I know the map of my whole house. Who put this box here?
Key, can you stop? I'm not there. I'm just. So they've already laid me out.
I'm like, nice try. You're gonna be silent.
I'm dead.
I'm just there. I'm like, nice try, Key. You're gonna be silent for 30 days in a row. Knock it off already.
Oh my god.
Boys, like, I'm not having fun anymore.
Backs up the video games.
Yeah.
I love when jokes go full circle.
Oh my god.
That was
All right. Hour to 45. You want to done it off or?
It's only been an hour 45.
All right.
You said only?
Yeah, hour
I thought it was
45.
longer.
the last one was like 2 hours.
Yeah,
2 hours.
2.5 hours.
Right now, I thought we were 2.5
Enough,
hours.
enough.
We could cut it if we want. This was a nice little like random.
We had no topics. We were just freestyling.
But I feel like it was nice. It was nice.
I was chilling, bro.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What are you gonna name this one?
I have no clue. Who's there?
Who's there?
That is wild.
Cancel.
Joke is, Marisa said, "Oh, there's no problematic jokes today."
No, I wasn't laughing at. No, the joke was funny, but I was laughing because I knew that you'd be thinking about it. 2 days from now, he's gonna come up to me and be like, "Hey, remember when Floyd said that?" Like,
Yo,
Crazy.
all week, I was like, "Yo, remember when Shami tried to make Key say the R word?"
Yeah. All week he'd be like, "Hey, what's the R word?" Crazy. It's like crazy.
Terrible.
By the way,
Leave.
by the way, I had a super boring day at work the other day, and I listened to the podcast. Y'all kept me company, bro. I'm like, yo,
It helps sometimes. That's what I do when I'm at work. I'm at Amazon. Just put a headphone on. Put my toque over it.
I was literally so bored this before we came. I was like just listening to it. Like I have nothing else to do. I'll do laundry. Good stuff.
That's the best time to listen to podcasts, though. But anyways, it's been your boy, Maural Code, a.k.a. Morji Blash, a.k.a. Modesi, a.k.a. One Pisu, Mo Di Raja, a.k.a. Mobaku. I only mess with bald-headed demons, and girls with long hair. I like girls with single braids. That's cool.
I have single braids.
You're my sister, though.
In Game of Thrones, it doesn't matter.
Hey, guys.
Stop.
We don't slut shame, but me personally.
Not we don't slut shame out here.
Would you slut shame a person who did incest?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I knew this girl in high school. Listen, not
that's
slut shame.
We had this conversation.
This is not slut shame. That's shame. That's just regular shame.
That's shame.
Shame. Y'all for shame. Because
Shame.
I knew this girl in high school who was dating her cousin.
Dated her cousin?
Yeah, and I said
First cousin?
first cousin.
Did she know beforehand?
Yep.
She definitely went to
She
a
met
barbecue,
him.
bro.
That's crazy.
Was she brown?
She was Turkish.
Yeah.
I
There's not
said,
a lot of them out here, bro. That's why she should have checked.
No, she knew. She met him. They went to go visit their family out
That's
in
fucked,
France,
nigga.
and then
Can you
she
imagine
dated
seeing
him.
grandma and you're like, hey,
Do you guys see the thing about what Kevin Gates said?
You come around.
what do you
Huh?
say?
So basically, he was doing an interview with this girl, and she was like, "I heard you had sex with your cousin."
And he did.
Right, and he was just like, yeah. Basically, what happened is he brought her to like a family's house, and the grandma asked like, who are you? And then she pulled Kevin Gates aside, and he was just like, that's your cousin. And then the girl asked him, she's like, did you stop having sex with her? And Kevin Gates is like, no.
Honestly,
he's like, the damage is already done.
Nah.
But just stop it, bro. It's like if you drove with a flat tire, you gotta stop. You don't want to be like, oh man, well, I gotta keep going.
Did you keep having sex? Duh, the damage is already done.
What if you got?
Like if I was to find out after like we're good and married, and someone was to be like, "It's actually your cousin." We're actually
Keep me sure. She was like, yo, she had to look
I
into
would
everything.
my family is deep
alike.
They don't even matter. I have family who out here in the streets.
Like the Van Housens,
Listen, I have cousins
friends.
who I don't know. We've literally had family members. Like my cousin, my oldest cousin, made friends with a girl in high school.
Yeah.
Good friends with her for the longest time. Found out they were sisters later on in life when their dad passed.
That's kind of sick.
Yo, I had to look up. When
I
didn't think he was family, but I was like, who do you know? Because I've done some other Hinge dates, and there was a girl that didn't look like you, but I'm like, if they're like cousins anywhere, that's good.
That'd be kind of fire. Y'all be Eskimos and shit,
Are you wildin'?
No,
I don't want nothing that's been.
Okay, wait, but
Anywhere
it's
in the
that.
family tree.
Would you
No.
slut it out?
Derek
I don't know if I'd slut.
Are we keep
Derek
going?
and
Are we
Casey.
keeping?
Oh no, I'm just one last idea.
Okay.
Derek and Casey, would you slut shame them?
Oh yes.
That was weird.
That was
They're already
weird.
doing
That was weird.
They already do.
Yeah, it was giving very problematic. I didn't like it.
I couldn't go in a setting where it's like you guys are siblings.
Like
and
Tyreek,
then-
for example, is like
Otter?
Otter is not through blood. I would never. That's disgusting.
That's why you're my brother.
Bitch, that's
Step
disgusting.
brother.
Nah,
Naughty America.
Gotta put that line there, you know?
nah,
America.
that's family. We family.
Nobody.
I don't want to know.
Nobody
I'm not finna
does
do
it
that.
better. It's been your boy Maural Code. You know, artist from Toronto.
Aggressive.
Whoa.
You know.
It's a little zesty.
Zesty.
A little zesty.
Oh yeah, Zesty Zaddy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'll use it for next time.
Next time.
You know, check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all that shit. You know, extra long intro. You know, outro. I'm a audio engineer, so if you want to link up, make music with me, yeah, hit me up.
Dying.
This nigga dying.
He's not immortal. We know it.
Shit is getting
He
real.
feared death
Immortal's
too
not
much.
invincible. It's not the same thing.
Can you imagine being? Never mind.
Okay. Unpack that later.
Yeah.
God, I swear it's not the same because Immortal's like you live long. Invincible's like nothing can harm you or kill
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Imagine.
Because there's
You
some people that are
have to live
invisible, but
forever,
aren't
Yeah,
knowing
so-
that you could be killed at any given moment in time.
Because
That's
technically
mine.
Wolverine was invincible.
Yeah,
Was
but
he?
he's not immortal.
No,
Yeah, he wasn't immortal.
He still like grows old and dies.
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
But he's invincible.
Yeah, he was invincible.
Yeah.
So there is a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man's like, I
I
gotta
gotta
get.
worry about you like would live forever.
They would like they are two different words. So they,
No, so invincible means like nothing can harm you, but you can still die eventually.
but
But like immortal's like
means that
things can
get
kill
hurt.
you, but like
Like you can
just
still get
live
hurt,
forever.
but you won't die.
Lobsters are biologically immortal.
Really?
But they're not invincible. Yeah.
Yes.
And jellyfish.
Yes, they can
And
live. They
jellyfish.
can live forever. Technically, there's no way. We don't know how long their lifespan is.
Oh yeah, because some of them could be like years. I only
Like
know this because
hundreds of
randomly
years
I would just
old.
watch like lobster catching videos, and this guy would be like, this like they marked them for breeding. I watched random.
Yo,
ass shit.
nah,
I swear this guy's
Guys, I'll take that
weevil,
list.
bro.
Headshots
No,
This
no,
guy's weevil, bro. I
Yo,
swear
you
to
don't
God. Like,
understand. We'll be laying in bed, and just the fucking screen on, and he'll fall asleep, and I have to go close the phone, and it'll just be the most random ass shit on his.
he's like, I'd rather you watch porn. Why are you watching
Like,
fucking
yo,
horses make baby?
I was watching like termite colonies and shit.
Why, yo?
Honestly, got into
He's
it.
like, in my last relationship, I caught my nigga watching girl on girl shit. She's catching you watching freaking.
Not
Am I
we
porn,
sit
yeah?
there and watch Ants Canada together.
I watch Ants Canada.
We watch Ants Canada together. Yeah, we're a little weird that way.
but it's so
okay.
interesting.
It is. It's pretty lit.
So
I just need to continue.
It's me, SK, aka Gliz McGuire, aka Mr. BBL Beard, aka your favorite brown guy, aka Chocolate Addict, aka Diet Ginger Ale is better than regular ginger ale.
Oh God.
He dropped Sunny D, guys. He said no.
It's
Sunny
even
D.
worse.
Oh, don't worry.
Diet
Next time will
ginger
be
ale?
Sunny Week. Don't worry.
Diet ginger ale.
Diet ginger ale.
Yeah.
Yikes.
You can find me at SHAMEDKHAN on Instagram, and you can get my book from A Little Higher Breaking Through the Interview on Amazon Kindle.
Check it out, guys.
you already know who it is. It's your boy Floyd, aka Fleazy the Don. If you want to hear my luscious voice, you can hear it on the podcast everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Title:
Yes, sir.
LimeWire.
LimeWire. You think it's a LimeWire?
Napster.
Hot take.
You get
Jeez.
Vimeo, you know,
Not Vimeo.
Daily
PayPal.
Media. We're out here.
Oh my
Facts.
gosh, man.
World Star.
Advertising on MySpace. The
Nick's still
hell?
on World Star?
Sorry, I haven't been on World Store since Q died.
Honestly,
so I
at this
don't know.
point, it's just an
like,
Instagram page.
Oh my god, I used to love watching niggas get their ass beat on World Star.
The fight.
Ever since Q died, the whole platform just changed. It just got much worse. Now it's just like people just have like their music videos there and stuff. Yeah, and like other like weird things.
It's kind of lame now.
It is.
But back then, you used to see people get their ass whooped and women shaking their ass.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
It's one or the other.
Sometimes both.
Yeah, at the same time.
Both of them. Yeah, it's your girl Key, and you can only catch me here. Because if you catch me outside, how about that?
You should have just said, like, catch me if you can. It's gonna be Easter eggs.
That's a good movie.
Motherfuckers will eventually get video and be like, I noticed in the background there's a picture frame.
Sightings of Keys like Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Key.
There's a one scene where it went to the black screen TV and you can see Key in the background.
Just like
hilarious. Just like watching.
Zoom in hands. We'll see your face.
That's crazy.
Marissa?
I mean, I'll just go. It's your girl Marissa here again. I ain't got no intro or outro. Just here for a vibe, you know?
We're here for it.
Here for a vibe, a vibe.
We need an AKA for you next time you come back.
I think, oh my god, I'm invited back?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not next week because you have school.
And?
Well, you can pull up if you want.
First week is always like soft. I have plans during my classes for the first week of class because I'm like...
That's crazy.
I'm like,
what if they give you like a pop quiz on your first day?
The first, it's going to be what? What's your name? Like...
No, I'm nervous because I'm like...
First, we're heading
back. Y'all have school next week too,
right? Yeah, we're going crazy.
Hey, we got no school.
Hey.
I'm nervous for mine.
Shout out to the dropouts.
Usually it is easy, but sometimes architectural stuff. Like I remember the first year going back. They're like, okay, you got a project due next week.
I'm dead.
Oh, no. Especially when you're in your later semesters, they expect you to.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I'm already ready. I'm already ready. They're gonna be like, all right, I need floor plans by today.
Today.
No joke. I'm so tired because I already know that first week they don't pull no punches. They're about to whoop my ass.
That's crazy.
Well, my first year they did say like, yo, this is how they weave out who's serious or not.
Word?
Yeah, they're like, yo, they'll put so much on you. And then after, like, okay, now we just have, like, my first year was like, yo, you got 7 projects to work on. I was like, fuck.
Yo, it was terrible.
And then after, they're like, you just got this one project, it's just gonna take the entire year.
Hunter exam or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, there you guys. Bye.
Peace.
How a nigga got like this. I'm a beast boy, we don't live forever. We